Good.
Yeah, bro, I'm stoked.
Okay, let's try this. Maybe. I kind of like the idea of running the low again, though, because did we hit your high volume? No, because we didn't hit mine.
No, you mean the POC? No, we didn't hit
It's
it.
lower, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have it at 63 point, or sorry, 69.4?
69,420. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
The POC 60, yeah, 69,480 something. But there's like a little 5 minute order block right above that. I think that I marked in.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I don't know if it'd be
Oh, yeah,
considered.
there is too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Get these fucking vector candles off. They drive me crazy. Look at them. Yeah, there's an order block right here. Draw it in. Dude, it's already drawn in. What am I doing? It's already there. Yeah, it's not going to draw in if I change time frames, though. That's stupid. There we go.
I took the
Overlap
I
it.
took
There, we
the
overlapped it.
I took all three of those candles to be honest as the zone because it was kind of induced. Yeah. Well,
You're
not
right. That's a good idea.
yeah. But I
I like
still
that.
I still wouldn't be surprised if we purged and just hit the POC and come back up. That wouldn't be surprising.
Well, we should plan for longs down there. Something like this. The golden pocket's underneath that, though. I don't know if they're going to like run it into it or what. You see that?
That's what the drop was
It's
just
at
now.
69. So, like, well, there's this golden pocket, though. We didn't touch this one yet.
Where we
And
rejected
that's
from is
this
a
guy
golden
right here.
pocket.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, local one. We have one up here in the supply zone, too.
No, I'm talking about where
Actually,
we.
there's a 5 minute block.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean right here, like this little one right here? Oh,
No, 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 no. I'm talking about where we rejected from, like the high, the SFP high.
oh,
That was a GP.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If we might even double dip that, Asia might do something crazy, and they might double dip the wick. I've seen them do that before. So I'm gonna just plan along. I don't know where the long is gonna be yet, but I'm guessing something like this. I don't know if it's worth. Like, I don't think it's gonna be this. I think it's gonna be like. I still think we're at like a range high. We're forming a bigger range high, but I don't know. I'll take the long anyway. I'm just gonna target like a basic target, looking for something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens down there. Something. I'd rather just SFP this low if it's going to happen, kind of like this, right? That's what I'd rather. Like, I don't want it to be like lingering down. If it's going to linger down here, I'm going to have to wait for market structure. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, right? But if it's a quick sell to buy, I might just mark it to, I might just mark it in on the close and cover this POC. Mine's a little different than yours. Mine's, oh no, on the lower time frame, it changed to 69,443. But on the 30 minute, it's saying it's actually down at 69,366. So it changed a little bit. But I'm just drawing the whole like node in kind of thing. Like you know what I mean? I'm trying to be a master node smith. So I don't know, something like that maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. That's
I better.
super.
I'm gonna leave that.
That's super
Or I'll use blue
local.
for node.
But yeah, freaking. We bounced where we bounced from this weekend. That was a major high volume node.
Okay, what one were you looking at then? You said I
That
thought
one.
you would have
That
had
one.
this one.
No, I do have that one. I do have that one. The one at 69.4. But I'm saying like we do have the massive one, like the one we dipped at down at 67.3. That was a massive high volume node.
Let me just check something right quick.
Yeah.
Let me just check over here to see what the data looks like on not exo charts, but what you call it charts.
Cornelays.
Yeah, kind of something like that. Yeah, I want to see what the OI looks like over there right quick. Oi, oi. We actually have like locally almost bullish OI, but not quite. Do we have an order block that we missed here? Let's see. Do we have a little OB, a miniature OB? Not really. 30-second maybe? Yeah, we do actually. I wouldn't be surprised if we ran into that. Let's see what the trend line guys are looking at. They're looking at that. So would it surprise me to see this? Probably not. Something like this, dip below the open, take these guys out, let them short. Something like that, up. Or something like this, up. So this is definitely this is only a 30-second OB, but I'm still going to draw it in because according to OI, you already had 1, 2, and 3. It did that. Structure technically didn't really flip up because it flipped right back again. So it's a riskier trade for sure, but it could be the trade. Let's see. Plan that too. Something like that even. Up to the GP up there. See, I don't know how I feel about this move because I don't know. There's not much to really. Like, this doesn't look really great to me. I feel like if you get past this area, it's going to smash all the way back up. Like, there's a little order block right here. It doesn't make sense to hold it. I guess they could do that stupid lower high thing that they always do. That's possible. Let me check something out right quick. Let's see what we got here. Do we hit all those orders? No, we didn't. There's still a shitload of sell wall at 72.5. The big, yeah, there is something up there at 72,500. So we could double dip that OB up there. We could double dip it, bro. Oh, my back. All right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be a little bit more careful on the lower high short. I don't think we actually broke structure. Let me go to my other chart right quick. I don't know what this one is. Let's find out together. Oh yeah, I don't know what the frig I got going on. Oh, this is my macro thing I was looking at. This is actually interesting. Look at these macro trend lines, bro. So like this one's from all the way in 2018. Before I do that though, I probably should make sure. Okay, these two charts here. Got it. I better set an alert right quick before I miss a trade over it. My alerts aren't going off lately, bro. I don't know what's happening. It's getting really annoying. I don't like it. Look at that. They faked up the damn trend line and they're already back above view up. This isn't what I really wanted to see. I was kind of hoping they were going to do something like not reclaim it here. That's not what I want because they might not actually come down to this long entry zone. I didn't long it. This could have been a good long because it came back to your local front ran the order block, but it doesn't really matter because you flip internal structure back here. So on like the 15 second, if you're really going with lower time frames, this would have been the entry. The stop would have been right here, and then you could have made a little bit of money, not a whole lot. Maybe like 1R. Let's see. Entry, stop loss. It's kind of it's not a good trade. It's not a bad trade. It's not a good trade. But yeah, I seen the bullish away. I did see that crypto queen, but I'm thinking. See, the thing is, I was hoping that they were going to. I didn't see it originally, and I don't want to enter right here. Maybe this is long. I guess we just reclaim view up. You could try riskier long here and cover this low or the daily open, kind of like this. That's a possibility. Do I want to take that trade? Not really. It might be the trade though, but I don't think I want to take it. I think I'm just going to wait for a short or a continuation play. I don't want to take that one, but I'm just letting you guys know that could be it. I don't really want to take it because I think they might also triangle this thing out a bit into a bigger, like kind of like stupid looking triangle where this is the low now. I've seen this happen a lot lately where they do this, where you start with one triangle like that, and it's usually this point to this point or something, and it ends up being a wider one. And then that one manipulates and goes off, or manipulates this way and goes off, right? I see that over and over again lately. Happened a lot this weekend, actually. Yesterday was crazy trading, so if you didn't really make money yesterday, you're not the only one. I actually got smoked on a few trades yesterday that I took, and I said, that's it for me. I'm done. Luckily, I made the money back, but it wasn't good. It wasn't a good day to trade, that's for sure. And that's just a good reminder with all that craziness we've seen with ETH and Bitcoin yesterday, and some altcoins probably followed that move, where ETH pretty much did this. That's a good reminder that if you have a stop loss, your stop's not always going to get protected. Sometimes it doesn't. And that's a great example. I know guys that got smoked on that on 30 times leverage. Smoked. Like they got liquidated. And even with a stop loss, so just be careful, right? That might have been the trade. That might have been it. We'll see if they break through the triangle. Or I'm anticipating the triangle's high here is what I'm doing. It already did break through. Your triangle technically already did break through because this was the original one. Yeah, it was actually here, and they faked it out this way, and then they faked it out back the other way. It's like a double faker. Look at that. Distribution into a bullish Power of 3 back up again? Oh my days. Okay, I don't like getting involved with moves like that. I'd rather just say, nah, I'll be more patient because every time I get involved with these tighter moves like that, I eat shit every time. I'm telling you, it throws me off track. I end up revenge trading. I end up throwing money away. I'm better off just waiting for the better moves. Like a better move for me is running the daily open again. Maybe VWAP does that, and we kind of just triangle it a little bit here. Do this, reclaim VWAP, blah blah blah, and this is along here. Opt the race as you go. That's a high probability trade. I'm okay with that. This crap right here, not really. Well, I kind of actually did I anticipate that correctly? Let me see. Or did I move that again? I moved that again. I thought I cheated. Oh, yeah, I cheated. Okay, I cheated. That could be the triangle side, though. We'll see. I was like, did I actually figure that out? Okay, might have. No, I didn't. If it's up here, I figured it out. Yeah, we got this triangle of doom thing, but there is bullish open interest. However, I've seen the bull show I fail, just like I've seen the bear show I fail earlier. It's not going to be 100%. Obviously nothing is in trading. We know that. You guys knew that from the beginning. I did say, I'm going to say lately it's more like 70 plus accurate, 70% accurate instead of 80. I do find it's not as accurate as it used to be, and I don't know why that is, but maybe more people use it. I don't know. There's no holy grail in trading, right? We know that. There's no holy grail in trading. You have to take some L's to make some money in trading.
Wouldn't the
Um,
confirmation of that OI be the break of the high?
it technically would, but here's the problem that I have with these ones, right?
No.
When you have the bigger ones like that, see, I never really designed this around the bigger ones. When I designed the strategy originally, I designed it around like 1 minute points, like on the 1 minute time frame. Like, yeah, sure, you could argue this is 1 minute structure. It would be. So basically, you need this, right? I kind of my idea was to front run structure when you didn't have another way to use it. However, because you have this lower low lower high structure, it's kind of choppy. You could still say that's a valid structure flip. This should have been significant enough. You didn't need that. You didn't need this, right? So when I used this originally a year ago when I came up with this, my plan was to figure out a way to get into trades where you don't have that downward structure flipping up for a long or the upward structure flipping down for a short. So what I would do is I would use upward structure from the bottom up. So if this broke up here and I seen OI doing this, then I would say, okay, cool. This is now a protected low. In theory, I can long here, cover here, and shoot for just a 1 or 2 hour gain. Nothing big, right? As long as the order flow objective makes sense. Now, here's the issue with this one. If we go back to this chart very quickly and we zoom in and get off log scale, and I look on, I don't know, 15-minute time frame. I'm on the index, guys. It doesn't matter because we're just showing examples. The thing is, you did break internal structure here, but you didn't break external, right? Because this is a wick here. Because that's a wick. Sometimes the internal prevails, though. Sometimes this internal structure bossing here can prevail and give you the lower low, lower high, lower low structure. So this one's a little bit sketchier. I wouldn't be surprised if they wick that again, though, Spartan. I wouldn't be because you really only have 1 tap here and 2 taps here. It could be a nasty model 1 like that. It could be a nasty model 1. It makes more sense to make a model 2, which is a lower high, because on your 10-minute, it is a break. See? But the problem is the 15's telling me it's not a break. So normally, what you look for to confirm the SFP is to look at this structure from here to here. This is what I do anyway. This is what I always taught. To look for this structure, to do this again, and after a 15-minute SFP, if that breaks up again, well then voila, you probably just found a local low for the next higher high. And it could be, that could be the play. But the problem is you only have 1 minute downward structure, and it's not even 1 minute structure. It's like 30-second structure. That's not like legible enough for me to confirm an SFP, right? So I'm kind of at like a crossroads here. 1 second. I got to turn this. This bird's making me go crazy here.
Oh, that was a bird? I thought you needed to change your battery in your smoke detector or something.
No, it's a fucking bird. Hold on. Can you stop? I got to feed him right quick, bro. Hold on.
Yeah. Bro, right? I was like, "Oh man, this guy's just complaining about his alerts not going off. Now the alerts won't damn near stop." Jeez.
Yeah, they make straight things down. So annoying.
Yeah.
They don't leave me alone, man. I'm telling you, the animals like to interrupt my swimming every time.
Yeah, either the dog sounds like he's gagging to death, or freaking your bird won't shut up, or your kid's running into. How's your kid, by the way? Like, no concussion or anything? He's good?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. What was this?
I said, how's your kid, by the way?
Say it
Like,
again.
how's your kid? Is he all right? Is his
Oh yeah,
head?
he's
Is
okay. He's bruised and he's still swollen, but he's okay. He's not like I thought he had a concussion, but he didn't have one. I took him to the hospital to get checked out. He was acting a little funny after that, but they said he didn't. Oh my days, what's going on here? Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, look,
now you predicted
we
it.
might have just put in a triangle. It's kind of one of those. Okay, there's a triangle. It's one of those bearish ones, bro. But I think that's a bearish pattern, right? Yeah, like from a pattern standpoint, I think that's like what they call like a bearish pattern. But I don't really care about that. Like I don't ever trust the way these things break up or break down ever because I'm not a pattern trader. But I'm looking for like I want to see these guys get trapped, right? So if I see a deviation above and it's coming back in, and I see confirmations here, I short that every time. If I see it break down this way, I draw them in because I want to know what other people see. If it starts breaking down again, it starts reclaiming, say, VWAP with the daily open. I'm long in that because I know that all the people that just shorted in here are going to get smoked. They shorted the breakdown. Their stops are all in here, right? And I love pattern manipulations because they're so easy. They work like 90% of the time, as long as you don't trade with the guys that are breaking out. Now, sometimes they break out and it works. It just works, and sometimes it's so clean that it's like bang, 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 down. And it's a beautiful back test of the triangle line, or the trend line. You know what? That happens. That does happen all the time. But you're taking a gamble doing that, right? Because it is a riskier way of trading. I mean, I know a guy that does it. He does it with what I do. Like he took my course and he also does this and he trades the breakouts all the time. But not on these local ones. He only takes the bigger ones. And I think those are more legible for that than these local ones here. But yeah, let's hope that we get this back test because I hope if it's a long, we get a chance to get in. I didn't get in, so I'm hoping to get in. I'm going to plan this ahead of time, something like that. Maybe up to that zone here, and then perhaps from like somewhere from like here, which overlays the bottom of the golden pocket. I don't know why it's kind of not perfect with it, but something like this. Maybe down to here. That could be a swing short too. I don't know. It might be a swing short. And if that doesn't work, we're going to plan up at 72. Let me check that level again. Hold on. Where's that other level at? Let me see. That would be if we come back up to like 72.5, that's where I'm looking. Yeah. 70. Let me draw that in right quick. 72.5. Do we have any order blocks up there that we left behind? I wonder. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to turn on the one. I'm going to change time frames here. Okay, we do. Let me check the 10. There's nothing there in the 10. 5. Nothing there in 5. 3. Okay. There's a 3-minute order block right at 72.5. Right here. And I know that's valid because my friend's indicator draws in my order block rules. So it's still in progress, but it is accurate 100%. So I don't need it. I can turn that off now. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I'm looking for that as well. It just saves me a little bit of time on streams. I don't need to go back and look. But we do have an OB up here. I'm gonna actually put that in red so we can kind of like signify that, hey, there's still something up here. And by the way, MEXC didn't hit the order block, so that could be a reason we do come back up. If we come up, I don't know if you're going to get structure, right? Because it might just do this kind of thing. Now, there's one more thing I want to look at before we start seeing alerts go off here, because they're going to go off soon enough. I'm actually going to type this trade in quickly, actually, before I... Can you see my trading view screen? Is it just trading view? Like if I switch tabs, is it showing my other tabs, Spartan?
Are you switching tabs now or no?
Yeah, yeah. Like you
No,
can't see my private stuff, right?
I can't see that. No.
No? Okay. I'm going to try 5. Maybe I'll do like 5 BTC there. We'll see. I'm not doing 1% on this account because I don't have the right one up. It's a long 70062 would be the stop roughly. Let's see. to watch. This could blast right through here and hit the high volume node, right? So you got to be aware of that. Even though there's bullish local OI, I've seen it fail a bazillion times lately. So you can't see my leaning. Okay.
He
It was actually
sounded disappointed.
it was actually what was I going to say? The order block. So these are local ideas. Obviously, we want to plan the long down here too, but I don't know where it's going to go. It could hit the POC. It might not dip in that far. See, the problem that I have is if it dips in that far, you're going to lose this range for sure, right? Like maybe you just get like a gigantic wick like this. I don't know. Man, they keep deviating this triangle. What the heck? Look at this. Another one.
All the nerds short the break.
Yeah, but what's the point of like deviating it a bazillion times? Now I got to move it again. Like, what the heck? I don't know. It's weird, bro. Now I got to move it like that because it's not even valid anymore. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to plan a position here because it could come all the way down to here. It could wick through the POC like that, right? We see that all the time. I'm just gonna say we may as well watch anywhere from here, which is the low, all the way down to basically the 6.5, which is all the way down to 69,041. That's like $1,000 area price. I don't know. There's not. I mean, if you want to try to refine it, obviously you're going to be looking at 69.4, 69.5. So 69.4 ish. I'm going to say 69,350 to like 69,500 is a refined zone, I would say. Is it going to hit that refined zone? I have no idea. No idea. But basically, that whole $1,000 area price, we could get a reaction from. So it's kind of hard to, I'm going to get rid of that golden pocket in my way. Kind of hard to refine that one, unfortunately. So we'll have to see what we get. In terms of, let me just get rid of this stuff right quick. In terms of, there was something I wanted to look at there. I forget what it was now. What was I going to look at? You might hear my bird in the background. He's talking to himself. Oh yeah, the trend line. That's what I want to go back to that trend line from like way back when. Let me go to the daily right quick and turn on log scale again. So on log scale, we actually broke a pretty interesting one. So I connected the COVID dump. Oh, I can't tag it again now. Damn it. Let me try that again. There we go. To the low at 15.5. Those are my two. For some reason, my points aren't lined up. My 2 points there. We actually broke that one, which is quite interesting. But then I took another one from this low because this is a black swan, right? So I didn't want to. I thought to myself, should I just include that black swan on its own? Probably not. So I took the actual technical proper bear market low of 2018 and I connected it to the same low back in 2022 November, and I got a different result, right? So I kind of have like a range. It's almost like a slanted range of price. So basically, that range, like if I zoom in, that range, we can wick through these trend lines, that's fine. But like, it's telling me like at the bottom, depending on when we get there, it could be anywhere from like 57.5 up to like 59.8, or sorry, 58.8 or 59K even. So I think it's significant. Like I think a lot of like bigger market roll participants would look at lines like this. They tend to, believe it or not, they do tend to. What's really interesting though is I think it was a 2-day or the 3-day, or maybe it was bigger than that. Let me see again. Yeah, on the weekly, we actually back tested this very nicely to the dollar. See that right there? It was a higher time frame bearish back test of it, but you can only see it on that time frame, obviously, which is quite interesting to me. I noticed that actually last night. I was looking at it again. So yeah, I mean, personally, for me, I like 57K to 60K is a pretty good buy zone for Bitcoin. It could be the low. We could range out here for the next 200 days, and then October comes along and we finally do this kind of thing. I could see that, but if we don't hold this range here, there's a zone that I'm watching in here, which is basically the 5-day order block from the manipulation that we had down here. Let me just make sure Bitcoin didn't do anything without me. No, it didn't. We have a 5-day OB that I really, really like from in the 40s, the mid 40s. And that's basically 43.65 down to 41.86. And that's all the way back on the 5-day time frame of January 31st, 2024. You could draw it in different time frames. You could take the 3-day block if you wanted to. It's a little smaller. I don't like the smaller one. It's not really a weekly order block. I don't think it's a monthly. No, 5 days your best time frame for that. And that is a nice, absolutely beautiful zone for me, because if you look at the way the structure produced itself, it SFP this high, which still technically allows it to be a flip zone for me. So you have supply, that flipped into demand, that broke that high. But even though we did that, look what happened. We never back tested it. You see, we almost did, but we didn't quite back test it. So for me, I would take the whole zone like that. Obviously, the whole thing's important. Of course it is, because you could bounce anywhere in that zone. But from a refined standpoint, I really like that 5-day block. Let's try this right quick. Oops. I'm on the freaking index. This isn't gonna. Oh, okay. You know what? Pretend I didn't say that. We'll go with it. If we make our way down there, this could be the bottom. Maybe we don't get in my 30s area, whatever. I don't care. But this could be a bottoming range right here on its own for the next, we'll know, because if we're dragging our ass down here September, October, this is probably your bottom, right? The time-based fractal suggests we'll be bottoming out October 5th of this year. Is it going to be spot on that more people know about it? Probably not. Could it be close? Yeah, I suspect. That's my next local zone. If this range doesn't hold here and we don't just blast up from here, well, then this is going to be the next zone. If that doesn't work, well, then I think our next zone is going to be this range. I don't forecast Bitcoin breaking this range. I know some people are saying it. I heard it a bazillion times that we might come back to this order block down here, or this guy right here. I don't know, man. I don't think we have to. Obviously, you can draw it all in. We'll reassess it if Bitcoin ever gets down there, but I just don't think it's likely. I think that's what people are going to think, as they always do. But Bitcoin loves to front run things. Like, even if we come down to this range, it could be an inverse fair value gap thing, right? Where we just do this into this window of imbalance here. See that window of imbalance? Guess what happened last time on the low? You had another FVG kind of move right in here. Can't see it on this time frame, but this was a fair value gap right across the board on the higher time frame. Actually, in a lower time frame, it was a 5-day block. Look at that. I didn't notice that before. When I say lower, I mean lower of the higher time frames, obviously. But that was a 5-day block there. We have multiple 5-day blocks. You have one down here. You have one inside this range right here. You have one right up here that we just discussed. So, I mean, there's plenty of places, but there's only so many areas, right? And the fact of the matter is, personally, I don't think Bitcoin's doomed. I think if you DCA into all these important zones, you start buying here, you start buying in this range here, you start buying in this range here, I think you're going to be pretty good. Unless the stock market dies. But even still, I think it's going to rebound. That's just my opinion, non-financial advice, obviously, but that's what I think. By the way, why is it that the weekly candle? Oh, it did close. The 5-day didn't close. That's so weird. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Do we not close that weekly candle?
How much longer is on the 5-day?
We have until tomorrow night.
Okay.
The 5-day actually looks like it might turn into if we could push up higher, it could be like a reverse candle, like one of those hammers, a bullish hammer or whatever they call it. I don't remember, like something like this guy right here, or kind of a hammer that has a shitty top on. Oh, there goes the alerts. All right, so this is like make or break here. I guess we're gonna know in a minute if this holds. VWAP didn't crunch down as far as I kind of hoped it would. Let me check this local valley area. It's coming in quite hot. She's coming in quite hot. I don't like it. It might still work, but I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, the triangle guys finally won. they got their back test again. See that? Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Phoenix, they do work.
It'll work. I promise. Imagine they get like a 10K dump from here. It's gonna be hilarious.
Psh,
It might hold. I don't know why my POC is changing on me here, but apparently it's saying that there's a POC there in the 30-second, bro. That's really weird. Like that bigger one I pulled is saying it's like right here, and just by coincidence it's holding. I mean, you could try a riskier long, but you got to be willing to accept the risk of this long, right? It's risky. It could work. Tight risk reward value. I mean, it's a high risk reward value. Could be the trade. Oh,
bro,
it's looking a little good.
ain't no way.
It's looking a little good.
Man, Asia's on drugs today.
Like, bro, this could be. If I took this, I would de-risk it like right now. Like, there's no reason to come back. Like, if it comes back, it might double dip it, but I don't know, man. I take profits. I take profit to cover that stop quickly. That's risky. That's risky business right there, folks. Risky business. If you get back above VWAP, you could reassess it. It might just smash, but something like that would be better for me. I usually wait for the pattern reclaim on these ones because I've been burned too many times like this, where it looks good for a second, then it just rips right down again.
It did reject right off a daily open, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I had a hard time taking it. I couldn't take this one. Watch it be the long, but I can't take. I can't break the rules because every time I break rules for stuff like this, I get burned, bro. Every single time I get burned. So I'm not. I can't bend rules anymore for this kind of stuff. I have to be patient. It's hard to. It's It's easy to. It's easy to get lost in translation sometimes. Um, I figured you guys would be all about the Super Bowl. I didn't think you'd be on.
yeah. Super Bowl's on. I've been running out there every once in a while. I couldn't tell you who's winning right now though. It's probably Seattle.
Like here, let me see. Real Oi. What's real Oi look like?
Oi! Asia
Oh,
sucks me nuts.
Oi. Forget about that bearish engulfing. Yeah, see, like I'd rather wait for this to get above here. Like, wouldn't you? Like, get above the Asia or daily open? Why wouldn't you, right? We actually have a tighter risk reward trade here, but it's way riskier, man. Like, it's so risky. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait. Here, I'm gonna give this floor Spartan to let him dilly daddle. Let's get the nodes out. Everybody, get your node warmers out. It's cold out. Did your girlfriend crochet you some node warmers, Spartan?
What was that?
Did
I'll pop
your
on.
girlfriend crochet you some node warmers for winter
Yeah.
so you don't end up like the frozen iguanas?
Sorry, I was eating some chicharrones.
Okay.
All right, so um, essentially locally, what we were talking about earlier, this area right here, freaking this little OB that got front ran, that might be an option, and that might actually be the start of possibly we come in there, break up, retest, come on up. I could see that. But we do have a little bit of a high volume node here. I don't really like this pool just because it's so local. But the cool thing is this node appears, I believe, on the higher time. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does a little bit. We have a little bit of volume in there. Not a lot, but there is something within that area. Let me go on the higher time frames, and you can see how it's kind of drifting off on the higher time frames. It's really only visible. So that what that means is this volume here is coming from this and all of this. And that's really it. It's not really any historical volume within that area that I could depend on a big fat rejection on. But looking at this though, oh man, we do have all this liquidity underneath us. I personally wouldn't even mind seeing us tag into this POC, maybe even sweeping these lows around there, coming in. Hold on, let me erase this and so I can get all artistic on here. Coming in here and then doing something like that where we retest and then come back up, that wouldn't be too bad. But if you look, the next spot that we have on the local, which actually lines up pretty good, so we'll just call this the zone, is that we have a high volume node here and we have the massive high volume. This is what I was talking about earlier, what we hit freaking this morning, damn near to the dollar, or Saturday. We tagged that, and this is the big ass. Look where this comes from. See, I'm going up to the daily, and you can still see it. So that's a pretty big deal high volume node for us to retest. I think if we come back down to that high volume node right here at 67.7 and we break underneath it, I think we might get caught at least to the quicksand down to 63.3. So what I would be looking for, saying if we do break out, I'm gonna tell you guys my bearish scenario right now. If we do break out now into a bearish run, which I don't know if we are, but I would definitely be looking out for this right here. So coming down, breaking it, retesting it, and then falling beneath. All right, so we start breaking down these lows. I'm not really sold that this is going to be the low. I'm not. I don't think that. I don't think we'll do this. I don't. I think we'll come down lower and we'll retest the overall POC, which is at 63.6. So I'm definitely keeping an eye out on that. But you guys do see, like, I talk about this shit all the time, man. Freaking, you come up. What happens when you break? What do you look for? A retest back down. We had the retest back down on Binance and other exchanges. We actually nailed it to the dollar. This one front ran it a little bit, but still, you saw that these two little nodes here. Look, if I zoom this over, look at that. You know, it's like we stepped on this one, bounced up, retested this one, and then continued on our way. So I don't know if there's any more juice still down there, to be honest. I don't know if there's anything left down there. But what I did say Friday, I did a little hour stream after I got home from my wrestling tournament, and I'll erase this stuff here. Is that what I'm really looking at now, man, and what I think can be our home for the next 8 months, 9 months, is this area between 67,246 and 84.5. And I know that's a crazy range, but if you look, that's the low volume node of, let me get to the higher time frame so you guys can see this a little better. Of these, so you have, or that's the low volume node, meaning that it's between this range up here and this range down here. So usually when you have those low volume nodes, I've shown you guys this, I've drawn them a million times. What you like to see when you see profiles look like this, you like to see some type of filling of that low volume node. And I think we have the perfect recipe of that. I think everybody's expecting us to go lower now, that, you know what, we could have a lot of squeezing to come back up here. And I think that's confirmed. I think that's confirmed by the market structure that we've gotten, by the freaking the liquidity curves everywhere. Look at all this. You know, even this, none of that got purged all the way up until, look at the top. Look at this top up here. All of that until the closure of that low volume node. There's a liquidity curve there. So, like I said, if we do end up bouncing and coming up higher, I'm really feeling, and yes, we can get slapped down by any one of these ranges. All right, I'm not doubting that, but I kind of think that we're gonna come up to at least 84, at least 84. But, and especially with this strong, like, I don't know, man. I know it happened over the weekend, so I can't really say it's as strong as if it happened during New York, where we come down and retest this and take off. But, you know, that's a pretty big deal, man. When you break a node and then come back to retest it, that usually shows that you're getting some type of acceptance back into this low volume node. So I definitely think we could have a few months where we're just kind of dicking around in here. You know, yeah, you could have your deviations to the high, deviations to the low, but I think that we're going to fill this up until it turns into one of these. I'll go back to the daily until we get some type of completion here, you know, some type of rounding out there. But we really need to see, like, if this 67.2 doesn't hold, then I think we're coming back down to 63. And if we don't hold 63 and we get a break and a retest of this POC, I agree that this could be a target down here, down around 41. That's more macro, guys. I'm not saying that, if we get a back test of that POC, we're going straight down in one candle. No, there's going to be tons of long scalps and short scalps on the way down. But it's really showing me that, hey, it's kind of done with this range. It tried to get back into it. It said no, and now we're breaking lower. I know we have range low. I know we have a bunch of things around this area, but solely based on volume, it's very skimpy. Like once you get down to about 54ish, there's really not much there, you know. And maybe we do come down to one of these tiny little nodes that are there, like these one freaking bar nodes, and that's the bottom. But I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of losing that POC. We did what we needed to at this POC. We broke it, got back above. I believe we retested it too. Let me see on the. Let me draw a line here before I lose it. Let's go to the 10 minute. 10 minute. Let's go. All right, so we didn't retest it actually. We didn't retest it, so maybe 63 might be in the cards. You never know. You never know. Maybe we come down. But again, guys, I have levels along here. So in order for me to see 63, you need to see this liquidity purge, and you need to see a back test of this sorry, I'm clicking all the buttons now. See a back test of this high volume node. You know, and we do have liquidity in here. But again, like we've said a million times, me, you, and Thor, that just because we have a liquidity curve, just because we have equal lows, just because we have poor lows, doesn't mean we're gonna immediately take it back. You know, look at the whole way down. The whole way down, that's what people were saying. Oh, look at this liquidity curve drop. Oh, look, another liquidity curve drop. So the one thing I will say is, and I mentioned this earlier because I came on for like 30 minutes earlier, OI, and I'm going to go on Binance because Binance is really the only OI information that I trust on TradingView because they provide TradingView with their data. I don't know if these other exchanges are, but hold on. But you can see that OI, let me just mark this real quick where we're at roughly. We're our OI is the last time we saw OI this low was in October. So we might
Oi.
yeah, we might get some reprieve. And if you look on the Bybit, which again, I'm not a huge fan of Bybit's OI, but the last time we were this low was January 2024, a year ago. So maybe we're just resetting the amount of positions, since you're seeing that January 2024 was the last time we were down this low. Maybe we're just doing what we do every year, just reset all positions, and now we go back to whatever. But yeah, man, like I'm looking at it, and the USDT, it's even crazier. The USDT, I had more of an argument with the OI because look at the last time OI was really below where we're at now. November 2022, January 2023. Yeah, we've had some taps in this area, but it's been a while since it's been that low. Looking at OI immediately, let's see. We're just purging off positions, man. People are just getting wrecked. People are just getting wrecked on this whole move up, whole move down, all these little moves in here. You're just seeing mass positions close out. You did see with this SFP that you had a lot of positions closed. So what's that mean? It just means that you had a lot of shorts within this area here that were holding, that kept on holding throughout all of this crap that finally got stopped out, or people that doubled down when we came back into this area, they got stopped out. Does that mean that the up move's over? No, you could definitely see longs still fill in and put us up higher, but I don't know, man. Like these positions here, and this is one thing that I've been kind of looking at OI wise. These positions here, I don't think these were all longs. Like, look how many positions have opened up along this whole way up. Sure, we've stopped out majority of them, but look at this big pump up here. That means that there was a huge pump in open interest right above here. So maybe we might try one more push up to knock out the positions here and then completely clear them off the map. But I don't know, man. It's it's kind of hard to read at this point in time where we're sitting at. Immediately, I would like to see 69.8, 69.490 hit, which is also the mini range POC. If you take it from here, let's go over. That's pretty much, and like I said, I could see us kind of screwing everybody over with the order block and then coming down to that POC and then coming back up. It would even be funnier to knock out some of these positions. The one thing that does suck is all of this is weekend levels, and weekend levels kind of get wrecked. Somebody mentioned in the chat earlier if I thought it was possible to sweep this high again. And I do for a couple reasons. One, we do have a POC shift right here, which all that's showing is that at one point in time, the POC was located right here, which also means what do we have there? On the immediate short term, we have a high volume node there. So that area could be good. Remember, I said a bunch of people shorted in here, but also the CME's up there as well. Let me see. Where did we close Friday? CME's up around here. So I think maybe we could get one more push up. I really wanted to see this hit. If we were going to go down, I really wanted to see a back test of this node followed by down. But
Where's that node at?
that node is at 70.9, 71, somewhere like that.
Yeah, that's where that OB is that I was watching.
Yeah, it's a breaker now.
Yeah.
It's I had a 5 minute breaker there. So, I was expecting this like when I came on earlier, I was like, all right, this is our first thing that we're gonna look at to possibly get a bounce. Why? There's an order block there and there's a high volume node on the lower time frames there. So it's kind of double juice there for me. And we just broke right through it. So now, you know, what you
Didn't we already hit that though in the back test?
we hit the no, did we?
We hit the breaker, yeah. Oh wait, on your screen we didn't. Funny, because on mine we did.
No, we front ran it by like dollar. Oh no, we did. Yeah, we hit the bottom
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, I personally would have liked to see us come up to the node, the POC of that node, this area
Oh
right
yeah, I
here.
still want to go a little higher.
And then also like guys, we still have all this imbalance above us. So I could even see us doing something like this where we come up and then break under it, kind of screw everybody over. Everybody who got into shorts on the triangle breaking and stuff like that, and you know. But hey, this is the
Yeah.
perfect example of these symmetrical triangles. What they do. Look, they take out the highs. So you got something like that, symmetrical, and then you got these down here. Hold on.
You gotta turn your magnitude tool off.
Or you could just press control. Control freaking turns it off for you when you try to.
Certain nodes a lot.
Yeah. So when you get these kind of triangle things, like me, I don't see triangles as bearish or bullish patterns at all. They're apish patterns, and I've said this for the past 2 years, 3 years, where the main goal of it is to screw everybody who traded it. So anybody like screw out all the breakout traders because it's gonna go up and then get yoinked back down. Sweep all that liquidity above us, which we did. Sweep all that liquidity below us, which we've pretty much almost did. The only one we're missing is where we started down at 69.8, and then we go in the intended direction. That's the harder part, and that's what you have to look for, like with market structure and all that, to try to figure out, like, all right, which one's the fake out. But a lot of times when you see those triangles play out, majority of the time, once they hit their first significant level and they've purged out all that liquidity to the left, they're going to retrace and take the other side out. So you could get into some really nice trades based upon that thinking. Like, hey, this was a triangle. We broke out and we had a possible SFP. You know, you could have taken a short there and then freaking targeting one of these lows. Targeting one of those lows. I didn't take the trade. I personally haven't taken any trade except for a long at 69 2 ish, which was around here once we broke that POC. But yeah, you know, that was a super degen trade of mine too because we didn't get any back test of it. We didn't really get anything. What we got was strong resistance under it. Resistance, 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 resistance. Once we broke it, I was kind of like monkey press long button. And it worked out. It worked out. And especially
Yeah.
those don't always work out, but at that, like all had to do was cover the low, aim for the POC shift that's right up here because I knew that we had a little imbalance. That was my first TP. We nailed that almost to the dollar, and then came back down. I was hoping that we would have tagged into this order block before going up, but maybe that gives us the inducement we need in order for us to find juice there. You know, I don't know. I don't know. So I would like to see this fill a little bit more, this imbalance here. I really would. Um, but if we don't, we don't. I already told you in order for me to get involved, I need to get into more longs or to get into more shorts. I want to see a back test of this node here and then down, or even purge, fill the gap, and then down. I would like to see market structure develop. I wouldn't take the trade if it was just a to the dollar tap like this, mainly because with the imbalance above us, I feel like that could lead to us pumping up a little bit past that level. So I would wait for a break, fill that imbalance, and then possibly a retest of this level and then back down. But other than that, man, you know,
Bro, this is toxic price action. I'm not gonna lie. It's so easy to get chopped up on the lower time frames. Like if you're any top tight stop loss trade, I find the last 48 hours, you get smoked.
yeah,
It keeps taking out local structure. Like it
yep,
just did right now. If that pumps again right now, they literally just took out the guys that had a higher low entry. There was no reason to come back there. Like what are they doing?
you
It's
talking
so
about
fucking
these
weird.
guys? They just got wrecked.
No, on the 1 minute.
Mm.
I keep seeing them come back for things they shouldn't even come back
Oh yeah.
for and this move up here.
What's the
Yeah, like
view?
why come back and take those guys out, man?
What's the view? Oh, we're back above VWAP though. My
Kind of doing
VWAP
the
looks different
re-entry of
than
the
you.
triangle.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It makes sense. It makes sense because, like I said, guys, these triangles form where in the middle of imbalances most of the time, and we're pretty much in the middle of an imbalance right now. This little area right in here. It's not huge, but there is a bit of an imbalance. There's a POC here, there's a POC here. There's two high volume nodes. So we're just kind of eating shit in between here. I would like to see that. Me personally, I would like to see that happen, but down here, do something like this. And then up or down or whatever, which way we decide to finally go. But I think there could be good trades from the POC back up to this other volume node here, you know? So,
Mm.
but yeah, man, there's really not much, man. Like this looks toxic. This doesn't even look great. This looks like shit. Like this is a
No, it
horrible.
doesn't. It looks like shit. Yeah.
We had good buyback. We had good buyback freaking from Thursday up to about Friday, and then we just kind of yeah. But that's what happens during the weekends, though. The weekends you don't expect a lot of price action. I wasn't expecting this to happen on the weekend. This would have been nice if we were just kind of eating shit up here. Today, freaking Asia open. All right, we
Ooh.
dump down and then come back up. Um,
Now look, they're gonna be like back down again. But I'm telling you, this is like untradeable unless you're like super scalper mode.
not man.
It's not
We got to
worth the risk for me.
we gotta normalize not taking trades, man. We gotta normalize it because I know a lot of people are getting chopped up with this shit. A lot of people got chopped up with this price action too because it was the same thing.
They just changed the triangle. The triangle got bigger. I feel. I feel like they just like if you go to like the 1 minute right now, draw the or go to the 1 minute and draw the triangle how you see it. If like this whole little ring, yeah, I feel like it just got bigger. I feel like they just made it a bigger triangle. We got 2 points and 2 points. I feel like two on the high, two on the low now. Like yeah, you can draw it like that, I guess. But I would just is that how you draw yours?
Yeah, I try to get them as close as possible. So when you go on the higher time frames, like if it wicks out of the triangle, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking for candle closes because on the higher time frames, I don't
You
know.
won't even be able to see that in a higher time frame.
Yeah.
Is that a peckerless candle in the 1 hour that I just seen?
No. Where? On the
I
one
thought there
hour?
was one, maybe not. Yeah, is that one right there? Oh no, there's a pecker on that.
Yeah, there's a big pecker.
2 millimeter Peter.
No, there's a huge peck. Oh, you mean on the bottom?
Yeah, I thought there was none. I thought that was like a line that you had. I thought it was a 2 millimeter Peter.
Nah, bro. Nah. But you can see how it's kind of triangling out on the 1 hour. You know, doing one of these and then doing one of these.
Remember the day I said that and Peter Thor tagged me? He's like, "What the f, bro?"
he
I
got.
wasn't even talking about him. That was so funny. Oh, that's hilarious,
He's
bro.
like all peckers matter. I don't know, man.
Regardless of pecker size, you can't have a candle with no pecker. It can't be.
Let me see this over here. You know,
I call them peckerless candles.
I do have
That's a new terminology.
a magical fib target of 79,868, but those play well. How I measured that out, those typically play well as good targets, but I've seen them get invalidated a whole bunch of times. I don't know. Have you ever seen anybody do a fib like this? And I'll show you that it has some merit. Let's see. From the high, and then you line up the retrace with the 618, and then you'll have.
Why are you drawing a fib like that? What are you doing there?
So that's essentially how was it explained to me? It's kind of like the deviation of this area right here because the point 0.5 and the 3 point or the 0.382
Yeah.
are the same distance away from the point 0.5 and the 618. So this complete middle area is your EQ of the total whatever. So it's pretty much saying that if it's made it up to the 618, once you get above that, there's a good chance you're going to make it throughout the whole entire move because a lot of this stuff is like a 1-to-1 deviation. So there's been other instances. Let's see if I can find one that actually makes sense. And like I said before, like these things work as good targets, not necessarily. Let me see. I was hoping that this one would have hit, but I don't think it did. Let me take the magnet off for this. Boom. Yeah, look. So you take it from here up to this, the 618 here, and look where the target is. And every time we do that, like I've seen that more than once. Same with this one.
You take it. Okay. Do it one more time. I wasn't watching. That's my
So
fault.
you're gonna
I was trying to manage it.
So you got your 0 here. You're gonna line up your
Yes.
618 with the retrace, and then that
Oh, and
typically,
you're
yeah, that's
guessing
your
where the target's going to be.
exactly. And you can do that. Look, I think this one was a good one.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I've never seen that ping
and
pony magic before.
yeah, man, and it gives you a decent target, especially in price discovery where you don't really know. Like, look at this one. This gave you. Look at that. Like, this is awesome. That would have been you would have felt like King Dick Trader over here. Freaking, if you would have, on this little thing, you would have been like, okay, I'm gonna long here, and that's gonna be my target. But
King who?
I didn't say that. King Dick Trader. That's gonna be my new stage name. Yeah. Let me see. So this one, and you can see we got the rejection
So
right
try
up
other
there.
extensions with that though. Yeah, I
What?
would have a bigger. I'd have like. What about like a 1.618 extension on it?
What do you mean?
That'd probably be better. Like if
Yeah,
you instead of it being in one, you know.
Yeah, but the whole theory of it, I believe, is that it's hard to explain, but it's
All
easy
right,
for
1.61618.
1.618.
Click on that. Yeah, try one. What is it again? No. What's after? There's one before that.
382.
No, can't remember the name of it now. What's the one below zero that would match the 1.618?
One below
Uh,
negative one
minus
or
618. I don't know. Maybe you already have it there. Let's try it. Try the minus 618. I see you have one down there at the bottom. You
do
just
I?
have to turn it on. Yeah, you do. What's that do?
Nah, that's
Okay.
too
Well,
that's
that's not no.
that's too
No,
far.
too
But yeah,
far.
I tried it work. I've seen it work on lower time frames really well. I've seen it work on higher time frames really well. I don't use it to take a trade though. I never use that to take a trade. That's just kind of confluence to stuff that we have in that area that I'm looking at. So if I'm looking at this target, which is the zero where I have it pulled, what I'm technically looking at is yeah, that, but also this POC right in here. Or possibly, and actually that fib target, I'm not even gonna lie, makes good sense because we could come up, and I know this is like super conspiratorial or whatever the hell, like it seems like I'm doing astrology right now. We could SFP these highs right into that target and then come back down, you know. But again, we got to start taking this shit. We got to start taking all of that, and I'm looking for breaks and retests the whole way up. I think we had a good one over the weekend, and hopefully we go higher. I do believe, and I don't know how much conviction I have with this right now, but I do believe that this is going to get filled, this area from 84 down to 66 or 67. I think.
Valentine's Day 2027.
Oh, mate, you think so? Freaking 84 2027 Valentine's
No,
Day.
I mean it could be. No, it could be. It could happen. So if we get above, like we kind of have to get above what? Like what's the major resistance above us here? Like 73K ish?
Oh man, the major resist, dude, and that's the thing. Now, they're major. When I'm saying major, I'm talking macro. What's
No,
a
no, no, major. I meant to say, okay, what's local? Never mind major. What's local? What's going to cause that
73?
not to get filled?
Not to get filled.
If we can't close above that, if we start closing at any time, like a 4 hour candle above 72K, I think that's all it's going to take to get up there personally.
I have 73 195.
That looks like dog shit though. Doesn't even
70.
look like a strong zone up there.
This this looks pretty. This is what caused
Well,
the whole
not
fall
really.
over. This right here.
Yeah, sure. It was all spot selling. The whole thing was all spot selling, right? It's not
Uh
even like a,
no,
yeah,
that's
a lot of it was spot based.
yeah, no, it was people shorting because you had positions opening.
People shorted into it, yeah, eventually.
Yeah,
Most of
yeah,
it was
I
OTC, or not
yeah,
OTC,
exactly.
spot selling.
Yeah, you're right. Look, so this whole range was it was sold into the whole entire, or positions were closing the whole entire time.
Yeah. I don't know if it's true, but I heard buying. Don't don't fact check me now.
I'm
Okay, my
claiming
name's
this.
not Donald Trump. But I heard that I heard what you call it. You laughing?
Yeah, you love Donald Trump,
Why?
man. You always bring him up.
I don't bring him up. You bring him up. Anyway,
Mm.
don't don't Trump fact checking on this thing. But I heard that the spot selling was like 4 times as much as it was on Binance versus any other exchange combined that day when we had the big dump.
But doesn't
Like
Binance
4 times.
the like
What?
is that relative though?
Well, I mean, they had 4 times every other exchange combined worth of selling. So I'll add up every other exchange selling and then multiply it by 4, and that's what Binance had apparently. That's a lot.
But doesn't Binance have
If
like
that's true, it's a lot.
it
They had
is?
more volume, yes, but that's still absurd though to be that much in a difference. You know what I mean?
And you're saying that it's like over the other exchanges that trade Bitcoin, Binance trumped all of those together.
Okay,
Wow, that's crazy. That is kind of
four
crazy.
four times over. 4 times over.
Wow.
Yes. So like let's say every other exchange, like Bitunix, MEXC, KSEX, I don't know, Bybit. Let's say all those guys, all those exchanges had a total sell volume of like, let's say 10 billion or something. I don't know. I'm making numbers up. Binance would be 40 billion.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's an anomaly for sure.
And to think, freaking CZ said that we were going into a super cycle. That was probably him dumping his bags.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And then he said something about being poor on X. That's funny.
Yeah,
Um,
guy's rich as hell.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that guy's
S-
just laughing his way to the bank.
But yeah, man. Right now, I'm looking for, and that the only reason I brought up that fib thing because I don't really have anything else to go off of. Because I definitely think that any one of these highs, well, these already got taken, but I think that any one of these could be an SFP back down. I am in the same boat as you where it doesn't look strong, I guess, as a good area, like a good supply area. I think there was a supply chain that got mitigated all the way down, except for this one right up here, which actually just got mitigated now, no? No. Yeah, maybe. Well, I still think we could just pop over these and then head back down. So I would love to see 84, but I am very aware, and if I get into a long when we approach these levels, I am taking profit. I am not gonna bet the bank that we make it up to 84 when we could easily just go like this. Yoink. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not like this is not convincing. Like, you don't want to see this because right now, guys, this is the POC right here. We are consolidating right over the POC. We are consolidating right over the main or one of the main POCs. So that's not typically a good thing. Usually, you want to see this area get tagged and then you move away from it, not just come up to SFP and then just dick around. Um, I'm a little nervous on shorts though at the moment. I'm not even gonna lie. Taking a short for me doesn't seem like the move right now. I need to
I'm
see.
the opposite.
You want only shorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Freaking. There's just.
I don't think that. I just don't. Well, I'll tell you why, right quick, right? Because I don't
Yeah.
remember the last time. Go on the daily or the weekly, right quick. When's the last time we had a? I don't care what kind of move it was. When's the last time we ever had like a 10K dump day that reversed back up the next day or the same day that didn't come back for the stick almost immediately after? Like, let's be real, that never happens, right? Never, ever, ever.
How long was this? Was 11K there? Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
about
it might not be the next day, but I think we're coming back for it. We always do. Of course, you're going to fill the imbalance. Like, even if that is meant to be the next low forever, like, it's going to come back.
this is
Bitcoin
pretty.
doesn't know how not to come back.
This is pretty close.
Yeah, but you already had an accumulation there. That's a different story. I'm talking about like a level. Yeah, like you already had a range, and that's okay. We haven't been at this level in months, right? Like good examples. Okay, good example. Go to 2021, the summer, July or June. Yeah, right in there. Look, you see that big sell off we had right there to the left? Yeah. You see how we had that's exactly what that move reminds me of. We came down like that, we recovered it right away, we dicked around, it couldn't break any higher, and then it slowly grinded with a range back and forth, back and forth. I think if that I could see that again. I could see that again. It reminds me just like that. The buyback, I've already done the math. We haven't had a similar like looking. That's the most similar thing I could find so far.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I really wouldn't be mad at
Yeah.
that. I don't know, man. This imbalance above us, I really want to see get filled though. But yeah, you're 100% right. This could definitely happen. You know, I could possibly, yeah, why not? And this is the range that we put in. The thing is that I don't know, man. I don't know. This is, yeah, yeah. It makes sense. It does make sense. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. but I need to
I
see
just
a
think we're going to put in a big range. It's not going to just. When does Bitcoin, apart from a COVID, when does it ever just topple, like just capitulate like that, and that's your low, and then bye bye, off to new all time highs? Like no, no, no. That'd be the first time ever since COVID. Like that's super rare, right? I don't think it makes sense, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Okay, that's not the same thing though. You're just pointing to every dump now.
every single one. But this is kind of similar, man. The percentage is about the same. I know it's not. Oh no, it's not. That's $2,000. Whoa, 10%. So it's about the same, 8 to 10%, and it took over 2 days.
I don't think we're going to capitulate again right away. I think it's going to be like a multi-month long range. And then we go, if we're meant to go lower, we go lower. But I don't think it's going to be like, I'd be surprised if we did the same kind of sell off again after all that. That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying 100%.
I think
And
it'll be like a slower grind down if we do grind down.
yeah, the way I'm
Man,
looking,
I can't believe this. Oh, sorry, I got a comment on how ridiculous that was.
the thing
They
I'm
stopped me at a break even and they pumped it.
so what I'm looking at. Oh, you ended up taking a trade.
Yeah, and I got broke even. The fuckers came back for me at break even when they didn't have to.
They knew you're trading, man. But all right, so my logic of why I don't think that why I'm a little scared to take shorts right now is because all right, I'll draw it up here. So the way I look at it,
Scared me to make no money.
yeah, exactly. And you know what? I
Yeah.
won't make any money on shorts. But if we have fucking why
Ah,
can't I draw
here we go.
this? All right.
Just draw the lips, bro.
So if we come underneath this and then break back up and retest it, that's usually a good sign that you're going to head up higher to the next node, back up to the node. I know this is on the macro scale. I know this is like $8,000 away, $9,000 away. But until we break back underneath this, we're in the low volume. We're in the void, man. Like, it could very easily come up, break, and do that. Then I would be less scared to take shorts. I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. We're out. We got rejected from that low volume node. Now it wants to head a little bit lower. But we haven't gotten that. All we've gotten was a break. Why is my freaking mouse like drawn like all like that? A break, a come up, retest. Now we're headed up higher, and we moved up higher. So I'm looking more so for this to get filled until we break back underneath it. And you know what? Maybe I might be an idiot by waiting till 67 to start really getting back on the shorts. But I do think if we break underneath 67 with the retest, 63 is the next spot we head to, from here. But again, if you're taking these trades at this high volume node, I would take every single one of these little pivot highs that we have, as ugly as they are, as a take profit. I want to get into a trade down here and hold it to 84 because that's just mental. At any point in time, the selling pressure could get turned back on after we stop out some nerds and then go lower. You know. But that's just my frame of thinking, and that's why I'm kind of sitting here like I would prefer up right now. But again, guys, what I prefer and what's happening, like you got to be able to adjust. Oh, look, we're at the POC now. Oh, look, we nailed it like to the dollar, that midline of it. That's funny. I still would like to see
Yeah,
us go higher.
I
At
want to hit
least,
that wick right above it on that same
this.
candle, the 5 minute post. Yeah, that wick is where I was looking.
Yeah, man. I like that too. I like that too a lot,
I just can't believe they stopped me at break even on that trade, man. There was no reason to come back there. Fuck.
Hey, look, and then now you have a better looking triangle.
We came back for nothing. There was
See,
nothing
not.
fucking there, bro.
What do you mean? It was the triangle, bro. Duh.
No, I get it. I'm saying where
I'm
I
just
got
kidding.
in,
I'm just kidding, bro. I know. I know what you mean.
they came back for like literally nothing on me. There was nothing there to come back for. Like,
What was your entry
uh,
here?
no, I got in. Go on the 32nd I was on. So
I
actually, wait now I'll find it. wait now, I got in as it broke back up. I got in at uh 73.50 or something like that. As it broke, like the structure on the 1 minute, sorry, 30-second market structure broke up. I entered there.
Okay.
As soon as it broke the daily open, bro. The first time we broke daily open, I marketed in.
Right here.
And then I put my stop to break even. It dipped back on my entry. It broke structure locally back down, basically. No, I didn't get in there.
Oh.
On the left. Yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. The second tap of your triangle, right? Yeah, right there. No. The second tap on the bottom. Yes. So it came back up. I entered on that black candle coming up.
And then it just
Yes, and they came back for me after already tipping me. They dipped me once, and they dipped me 3 times, and then I said, "Yeah, I don't know, man."
Yeah.
I put my stop to break even after I seen it push away again. For some reason, they wanted 3 taps. I guess I don't know. Weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's pretty gay. Like,
Yeah,
but
but here's the thing: if I didn't move it to break even, I guarantee you they would have broke that fucking triangle down. So I'm glad I did.
oh, of course. Come on now, you know how it is. You know how
I
it
know
is,
how it
bro.
is.
And that's I don't know. That's what kind of sucks about trading sometimes. Cause like you'll see these
Yeah,
things happen, and then the one time you don't do it, it does the complete
yeah.
opposite, and you're just like, motherfucker.
Oh, it's such a piss off.
so
Like
what?
there was no need of that.
So what level did you say again is your level that we're gonna go up higher to 84? You said 60 or 72.
Yeah, like it just well, not really. I mean, we could SFP. We still. I'm looking to short 72.5, right? Oh my fuck. Okay, 1 second. Oh, bro, I was just twisted my back. Hold on.
Phoenix old.
Hurt. And the dog's choking and everything next to me. Good stuff. That actually kind of soured me a little bit for Asia tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if I want to trade it now. I'm kind of flustered.
I have 73 175 as a good level, but
Well, there's a
yeah,
big selling node up there at like 7. Let me check to make sure it's still there. Hold on.
72 5.
I'll check
Yeah,
it 1 second. Yeah, I think it's still there, bro. Hold on. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Hold on. Am I reading this wrong?
I don't know. Show me your screen.
Well, it's still an order block there no matter what, so it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's some stuff up there, like 72.5, 73K ish, but not as much as what was there.
Yeah, and you
Um,
do have an imbalance. You have a clear imbalance within this area right here. Look, from 72 down to if we can get back above 70.9 and then get a retest there, I think we can come up to that 72.5. I would like this, and then all of that would be a flip of your breaker. So it was demand got ran through. Now it's a breaker supply, and then we break through it again and retest it.
yeah,
I
the
think.
selling wall's gone now.
Huh?
It's Crypto Queen's right. It's gone. I just noticed that. What the heck?
What was it?
Yeah, the selling. Yeah, there was a selling wall up there. It's gone. But they spoof those all the time anyway. I don't know.
It,
Whatever.
it
It doesn't
it's
matter. Still looking to short up there.
it's not illegal in freaking in crypto. I don't think to spoof
Crypto.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's illegal. Like
No, they spoof. We pull them all the time. Yeah.
J.P. Morgan got in a lot of trouble for spoofing silver in 2020. I think I
I
remember
heard
that.
that.
Yeah, I read it on an Instagram post, so it must be true.
So
Um,
just a little FYI, if you guys are trading market structure tonight, apparently this weekend, every time you think you're covering the right higher low or the higher high, you may as well just go one back because they like to take, just the FYI, because I've had it happen to me about 8 or 9 times in the last 48 hours where they take me out because I covered my stop to break even thinking I was safe. And they come back for the one that doesn't even make sense to come back for. So,
yeah,
yeah, thought I'd let everybody know that. But that pissed me off. That genuinely pissed me off. I had the right TA. Everything worked out. My target was kind of hit, and then they screwed me. I got screwed by Asia.
I took a baby short. Talking all this shit about
You
how I'm
shorted
scared.
that?
Yeah, I shorted 770.
I think I'd want to revenge short it, but I don't know, man. Here's my problem. I
I'm
see that
about.
bullish OI, but it's
I'm gonna get stopped out of this. I have a feeling, But honestly, I
yeah,
mentioned this earlier. This back test of this, so it's like, why not take it? You know what? Why
I don't
not?
trust this move anymore. I think they're gonna push it up.
They might, bro. I
They
really
always do
hope.
weekly open pumps, bro. They love it. They can't get enough of the weekly open pumps. I'm telling you, Asia loves to do it, and then it's always reversed every time. I'm telling you, in the last like 2 months, if we do end up smashing up to like 73K during Asia session or by the end of it,
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee you it's going to get recovered. They always do, bro. It's the biggest like pump and dump. They love the pump and dumps in Asia. They can't get enough of it. Yeah, they can't get enough of it. But they could just range out the whole session too. We never, that's also possible, but unlikely. Usually you get some kind of move at Asia on a weekly
This is your
open, so
brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain.
Yeah, the weekly
when you're in
opens
the
have
zone.
we've actually
What-
ran.
what- yeah, play me some meditation music so I can relax here.
There we go.
I'm angry.
I
I'm
hope this
angry at
doesn't.
the Asia.
I hope this doesn't flag the YouTube video now,
Why would it?
because copyright or whatever.
Oh, if that's copyrighted, there's something actually wrong.
What'd you say?
Uh, what?
What were you saying? What's wrong?
Reading the GIF that Big Fred posted.
What did Big Fred? Oh, look how many people we had. Ooh, sa. Bro, freaking! I was doing that
What?
dance all
Well,
at the
that's
beginning of the year.
67, 67. You
Six
want me to say
seven.
6'7" that badly?
Yeah.
That's such a stupid thing.
Oh man, Thor said bye, and we didn't even say bye.
Yeah, he said he had just things to do and cats to attend to.
You mean his wife?
My God. Yeah. No way.
Yo, we have the most.
Bro,
I'm
come on.
sorry, bro. I feel bad for anybody who signs on to the stream when either me or you are laughing. Like, it is the most comical shit in the world. Like, my laugh is fucking ridiculous. The kids make fun of me all the time for it. Your laugh is pretty funny too. I'm not gonna
Yeah, me
lie.
too. But that's okay.
It's all right. That means we're happy, man. Freaking, if somebody makes fun of me for laughing, they're just sad. They probably get no girls. That's
Yep.
what it is.
I need the comic relief.
Yeah,
It's the only
but
thing getting me through getting stopped out by Asia.
Geisha, the Geisha.
But this goes to 100K, so help me God. It'll be the end of it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna market short everything I own.
So like I was truly trying to avoid talking about this just because we need to get through this LVN first. But if we get above 84, it can get
Here we go.
it can get pretty interesting, man. It can definitely get pretty interesting. I like 87. 87 was
Yeah,
a
let's
big.
go to the daily. Go to the daily time frame right quick. Let's see what it looks like.
No.
Bro, they're gonna push it up, I feel. Why do I feel like they're gonna push it up again?
They probably will, man. What the thing is, everybody's expecting lower, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
They're waiting for me to press long to take them off this. So.
I'm expecting lower too, but the thing is like what changes me, you, Thor, all of us, and a lot of the newer people in the spaces is that we understand. Yeah, we could still go lower, but it doesn't have to be right now. You know, so
Mhm.
and that's the biggest thing, man. Like I do expect lower. I honestly think because my little handy dandy trick that I showed you today, the
Oh,
freaking
you might win your short. No, you might win. You might win your short. Did you put yourself to break even yet?
no, but I'm about to take
You
profit.
probably should.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say was this. So the same thing that I was showing you guys earlier, the target for this pool, look where it lines up with 52 right at this fat old node down here. And the thing that sucks is I'm sure that will piss a lot of people off because if we come this low and don't take out that low, they're gonna be like, "What the hell?" You know.
Yeah. There's
So,
gonna be a lot of. That's
but
like the nutcracker right there.
yeah, but again, guys, I've shown you this thing has has the ability of getting a bounce, and then we just break lower, just like we did on the way up. We'd get a rejection from it, then just recharge and then break higher. So 52 is a big level that I'm kind of looking at. I will take the risk on that trade just because the node's not very big, and I think I have a clear invalidation. I'm thinking about possibly doing a very good trade there. I'm hoping. Shit, this thing's running. All right, let me pay myself.
Yeah, I got too scared to short it with the bullish OI.
Yeah, duh. But the thing is, it's hard. It's hard to hop out of a trade, like especially or hop into a trade when you just got stopped out of one. It's so annoying. Like you go into
Bro,
analysis.
listen. Every time I do that, I get smoked on the next one for some reason. Every time.
Yeah.
It just never fails, bro. I'd be, oh, this is a wicked looking zone. Bang, out of the trade. Oh, this is another good looking zone. Bang, out of the trade. I discovered something if I don't wait for like the good zones lately on Bitcoin, when it's doing this ridiculous, like not respecting things very well kind of ranges.
Hmm.
Those are the ones that screw me, bro. And I end up going down like I don't realize because I keep doing small trades and I don't realize it's like death by 1,000 cuts. And then I'll look at like my P&L and it's down like way more than I thought. Oh, I'll risk 0.2%. Oh, I'll risk 2.2% or 0.25% or 0.5%. And then I'm down like 5% in a matter of like an hour without even realizing it. That happens, man. I do it sometimes. I think everybody does that eventually, but yeah, I caught myself doing that Saturday, bro. I was like, what the frig happened? I
That's
was like, almost certain that I only lost like 1%, but I looked at it, it was like 5% down. And I was like, damn. Luckily, I just offloaded my account, so it wasn't a big loss. And I made it back with that short that I took at the high today. But I'm like, I'm break even, bro. I'm literally BE in the last 48 hours. Like, what's that?
bro. I'm happy
I
that you
had to
brought
earn.
that up. Like I'm happy that you mentioned that because it's dude. We are just as human as everybody else, and we have those trades. And sometimes our plans don't work out, and we just
Yeah.
gotta, go to the next.
That's because I'm a hyper. I like to hyper scalp things and I like to over refine things so much that I sometimes I get like death by 1,000 cuts by it. But like overall, I'm profitable. So whatever, it is what it is.
Well,
But it's easy to go down that and spiral down that to go down that rabbit hole. It sucks, man. It
it
sucks.
does. It does, man. And then you start
We might
like,
actually hold here, by the way.
yeah. Freaking, I'm already half out. I took half at a 0.1% move, so
Here we go.
or a
Setting a
0.5%
flipper.
move. Sorry. So 0.5% I took out half. The old,
Holy open interest drop. What the heck?
because they stopped everybody out. Look at that. Look at that little freaking drop of OI that we just had. Right with that pump. That there was a lot of people shorting into that or longing into it or doing something where they all just got wrecked. Shorting because if we went up and they got stopped out, that means yeah. And look, and what actually kind of could have told you that a lot of people were shorting into this level. Look where this OI pump came from. You see this OI pump here, Phoenix? Are you looking?
2 seconds.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
OI
hold on.
this OI pump came from this down candle. Usually when you see a big down candle like that, you see people getting liquidated, all these positions getting liquidated. In this instance, you saw an increase of open interest as price came down. So that means that there were shorts in there. Where exactly were the shorts? I'm a little, let me see, maybe we can actually identify. Yeah, so it makes sense why we came back up to this area because look where the pump started. The pump started at the top of this candle here. This pump of OI going down. So top of this candle right here is where the pump of OI came, and what did we just take out? The top of that candle. So all of these positions that opened up on this drop down just got wrecked. Is that intuitive, or did I just confuse the shit out of you? I don't even think Phoenix is here anymore. I think he left me.
I am. My kid's just freaking out. I had to mute myself for a sec. And he's being crazy. One not over a game.
We just tagged into an OB, a 1 minute OB. No, die, Biddy, die. But I'm in a long too, so I'm kind of sad. I wanted my long to go all the way up. But yeah, we're consolidating right now over the POC. That's not always a good thing, guys. Consolidating over support is not a good thing. But the thing is, now looking at this, we have equal lows here. So maybe, I don't know where this POC is coming from because it's on the 1 minute.
Bro, they're probably gonna stick to friggin' low. That's what they'll do because they're this stupid, but they will.
Boom. Something like that. But did you see what I was talking about with the OI Phoenix or nah?
Yeah, it died off. Yeah.
No, right here. So look at this big pump of OI. Look where the pump came in at. It came in on the drop. So this candle right here was a nice OI pump. So that means that you had a bunch of positions. If we're going down and OI's opening, that means they're shorts for the most part. That's why we came up and stopped them out. This high right here.
My gosh,
Oh, they're nuking.
savages.
They're nuking.
Yeah, savages.
Man, I should have never taken
I know.
profit. Just kidding. All right, so now what are you looking at, man? Because right now, I think we're at that point that if we lose this, we could head down to this POC at 69.3. I think that might be our next stop if we take out these lows.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there was a lot of what you call normally bullish OI here, but it's not holding for shit. So I don't know what they're doing here, but maybe they front run the low.
Maybe. That's crazy, all the positions that were stopped out on this pump up. And now you see all the longs getting stopped out too. It's like everybody's getting wrecked.
Yeah. It's craziness right now. What are they doing here?
I think I'm going to close everything right now, to be honest. I don't know. It's a 1% move. It was a nice trade. Like,
Okay.
I had my high at 69, I think, or 79 900, so $200 away.
I was hoping they'd go a little bit higher on that back test. The friggers, so they mitigate the same block twice.
Would you just call them?
Friggers, fuckers.
I thought you said something else, bro.
What?
I thought we were about to get canceled, man.
Bro, no.
So I had it at 9.
I don't know, man. We might just sweep that low. That's what I'm kind of looking at. But there's a huge OI flush right now, so we'll see. I don't want to trade this because it's too chancy. I don't like it. I don't like this crazy behavior.
Nah, it's stupid, man. This little range is stupid. But look, guys, this is also what I was talking about these triangles. Freaking, you have these triangles, and however you want to draw them, just understand we have the triangle here, all right? We have the triangle here, this upward thing. What did we do? We came up, swept out all of these levels. There's a good chance we're going to come down and sweep out all of these, you know? Like, now we're back testing the POC here. I think this could be big. If we backtest and reject, I think that could be solidifying us going.
Yeah, watch them bounce it from here. That's what I'm saying. Like I've seen this a bazillion times. I hate it. I hate when they do this. I'd rather just take a low. Let me check ETH to see what ETH's doing.
Yeah. Do you want to put your screen
Oh,
back
it
up?
drives me crazy. No. I can tell you right now, they did take the low on ETH. So oh my gosh, ETH got destroyed versus Bitcoin.
Really?
Yeah, on the same range low it did. Yeah, it's way below it.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's an SMT,
big difference.
No?
Well, it is. Yeah, it is. But I've seen them also not work. So I don't know. Do you want to gamble on it? The question. I don't know. Listen, every time I do, I get smoked. So
No.
yeah, those bigger ones like that, I hate them. If it's just I don't find they work unless I have structure to confirm it, which I have nothing right now. I can't do it. I end up beating shit every time.
It's guesswork, man. And honestly, this was the only trade that I saw that was there, and that was something I talked about earlier. But everything else looks like shit because this didn't even break bearish structure, right? Or break bullish structure this low up here until we broke this here. Because what it was, it's here, 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 and then we just broke down. Because this is an internal leg here. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. I think we should just go to Disney World or something. Oh, I'm going to SeaWorld this weekend. I'm excited. Friday. Let's go.
SeaWorld?
Yeah, freaking with the school. I get a free vacation paid by the school. It's nice. But look, man, freaking, it looks like we're rejecting off of this POC right now. Where the hell is
What
that?
POC is that?
That's, let me see if it changes on the 5. Dude,
Because mine changed. That's
Alright,
crazy. Yeah, mine did that too.
no, that POC is this, I think. Yeah. Roughly. Nah, not even. Is this range here? Is this one? But that's why I don't like the lower time frame ones or doing half ranges and all that. Like, it always bugs me out when I see people just like, so they'll pull their
Here
volume.
they go. Here they go. They're gonna try moving it up again. You watch.
I hate seeing this.
Nasty move here. Look at this. Here we go. We completely reversed it like nothing ever happened. Kind of move. Watch. They do it all the time, bro. Are you back above that POC? Well, we got the local range POC coming up though. That's like right above us on the daily open, basically on my screen. So
Yeah, right here.
I don't know, man.
You're talking about the one at 70.3 ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. This looks like shit.
That's so sketchy. Yeah. This is way too weird looking for me to trade. I think the second I take these trades, these are the ones I'm like, oh, there's bullish OI. Oh, this is matching. Oh, this is matching, and then yoink, I get like destroyed on the trade. It's not worth it to me.
Quick question: without looking at the OI or any indicators, would you have looked at price action and thought to long?
Not here, no. No. It looks like a distribution. But I mean, I guess it depends. Like if you're drawing that local mini range, you're at the range low. Yeah. Why didn't it sweep it? I mean, I should have shorted it, but I don't know why I didn't short that, man. That bullish OI fucked me up bad. I shouldn't have looked at it.
Paralysis analysis, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, I still like this POC, the 69.3. I like that one, bro. I really do. But just showing you guys what happened now with us backtesting that area. Like, even if it wasn't a backtest of the POC or whatever POC that was when we dropped down, it was an SR flip. You had SR here, you know. So maybe we do go down to 63 now. That would be nice. I'd get stopped out of my long, I think, at that level. Nah. Yeah, I would. I would get stopped out of my long if we went that low. What do we got here, though? Volume-wise. Yeah, this is just giving me more fuel for the case of going down to 63.
I think, you know what? Because ETH dumped so low there versus Bitcoin, if Bitcoin invalidates that SMT by taking the low again, that isn't bullish, bro. I don't think that should be like, unless it's like a quick reaction to that POC we talked about. That could be like bad. Like, yeah, that could get nasty quickly. But they're trying to hold it here. There. Do wellness music.
Yes, wellness music.
Yes.
Bro, could you imagine that's what all the traders are listening to in Asia right now as they dump it on us? I know that's insensitive.
Oh yeah, here we go again. Back up we go, I guess.
Bro, I don't know, man.
This is crazy.
You know what? If I get stopped out now, I don't care. I got profit out of it.
Bro, I can't even get over what you're doing here. It's crazy. It's like back and forth.
look how ugly
Chop
this.
suey, bro.
Bro, normally you see lows like this on like the 15 or so, but
Yeah, that's nasty looking.
we just retested that SR
There you
low.
go.
Oh, we're coming up. So where though? We have a flip in here. What we're in right now is a flip. So
There was actually a huge bull show I did there, but I didn't want to take it because I swear to God, every time I've taken these local ones like that, I get smoked. Go figure, the one I didn't take is the one that worked. That's how it is, man. Every time. I swear.
if you would have taken it, it probably wouldn't have worked.
No, they would have targeted me for sure.
No.
It was like too tight of a stop loss. Yeah, they would have came back for me 100%. It wouldn't have been a div with my money in there. No, it would have been a failure. Not when it's that close. No way I would have survived that. But we're reclaiming daily open right now. I don't know, man. I think they could run it all the way back up again, really, because I think they still have that, like, it could be a Model 1 redistribution is what I'm looking for. Like, we already have one tap on the range high. We have two taps where you short a tap two. I'm kind of looking to short 71K even right now. If we come up to 71K even-ish, and I see it doing what it did last time, we're starting shorted, I'm taking a short.
Up here?
Yeah, bro. It could be three taps up. It doesn't even have to go higher than your breaker. Like, even if it just wicks it again slightly up and I see something there, I'm taking the short.
Gotcha.
Yeah, even that.
Gotcha. Maybe
Now
they
that I
do.
have the music, I'll win this trade. So
Yeah, bro, that's what you gotta listen to, man. That's what although my short has been getting wrecked since I turned this on, so let me turn this shit off.
you gotta play. You gotta play bearish music, bro. I'm surprised that. Oh, you know what? What else is also interesting is, yeah, you have like that SMT, that bullish one. But when you see one where the other asset goes like super far down, most times it ends with a bearish SMT because you had a bearish one that turned into a bullish one. Here, let me share my screen real quick. I'll show you.
Yeah,
I'll show you.
let me stop sharing.
Impossible. I can't code. Interesting. Can you generate reports
Right here.
in all build apps now?
Holy shit! I just turned that super trend indicator on. Let me turn that off.
Inventory tracker. Protein count.
I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna turn that off. We don't need all that shit. So, all right. So basically, you see this. This is what I was almost ready to pull the trigger on it, but I got nervous because I didn't want to take it. You had no idea between here and here, and then you had this one right here, higher low here, lower low here, and sure enough, man, you could have entered like here with the stop right here on like a $20 stop loss and made like 20R on that. But that was I don't know, man. I feel like it wouldn't have worked if I did it because they would have hit me out for sure. I guarantee it. We could just die off here, but here's what I'm looking at. So ETH is on the right hand side. This is ETH. This is Bitcoin. You don't need to watch that one. And this is USDT. So there's a difference between all of them right now. If I flip these over to like 2 minute locally. Okay, here's ETH in the bottom, Bitcoin in the middle, USD up here. If I take a trend line, you got this going on USDT. Bitcoin's in the same direction. USDT is up higher. USDT took the high, and Bitcoin took the high of the local range. ETH didn't take the high, so you shorted a bearish SMT right there, but that turned into a bullish one here. But because, if I draw this trend line over like this, because you're so far down, just barely scratching the range low on ETH, a lot of these end up being like this. I'm not saying it's going to happen this way. It could, but I see it all the time. Where Bitcoin will take the high one more time like this, and you'll have the extended kind of like 1, 2, 3 taps that way, and then ETH kind of comes all the way up, and then it does this, and then it becomes an even bigger bearish SMT at the end, and then it just dies off like that on all of them at once. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I see it all the time. That's exactly what I'm watching for. I'll short the crap out of both. If I see this in ETH, this on Bitcoin, I'm taking the short 100%. I'll take that blindfolded. because I know how well those ones work, right? They work very well. Actually, bro, if I was watching that with you and I had seen this, I would have shorted with you. I didn't even notice it until now. The bearish divergence between ETH and Bitcoin here, that would have been a good one to go along with that short zone. I didn't notice it, but we'll see. And if it wasn't as big of a div down here, I wouldn't be as like confident in this actually holding. But because it is a big div right now, like a huge one actually, this looks like a bear flag on Bitcoin, doesn't it? It's kind of like something like that. Kind of looks like a bear flag, aka redistribution, aka Spartan's mom has got it going on.
What are you talking about?
That's why you weren't answering me, so I had to get your attention. Anyway, we got one tap. It's actually Surface Nine's mom has got it going on. It's not Spartan. Yeah. Anyway, something like that. I don't expect it to hit the actual trend line, but that'd be funny if it did. Something like that, basically, and something like. Never mind USDT. I don't really care about USDT. This is a weird looking one, but you get my point. Kind of like a upside down distribution on ETH. I don't know. It's so weird. They're both doing opposite things here, so. We will see. I mean, I don't know if I want to play ball with this range anymore because it's kind of making me a little angry. Just a little bit.
Just step
Just a little bit.
Step away, touch grass.
I don't have any grass. Oh, no.
We'll go pee in the snow, bro.
What do I do? What do I do if it's all snow? I pee in it?
And then step.
I feel like this is kind of like what I was thinking too. Right? Actually, that's why I was looking up here around the previous day point of control. Kind of like something like this, right? I was hoping for a bigger sell off like that. I still think we could get it, by the way, because that's inside of this. That's inside of your wick supply up here, which is also inside of your OB. You got 3-minute OB up here.
Hey, based off of what you teach, why isn't that first one a tap? Why aren't you counting that first one as a tap? Yeah.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Because of this. Hold on. Shit. These are the stupid ones I was playing around with. Hold on. Where's my original range at here?
You're past your
Range
deviation
dev?
threshold.
Way past, yeah. Way past. Like, I feel like this was its own little. It tried to distribute here.
Yeah.
But there was too many taps. You went like 1, 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't keep dragging this sucker up like that. It's not how I would draw that. Yeah, I would draw like this.
Gotcha.
And like this. I mean, technically that broke past it too. But here's the thing: if you go to like a higher time frame, did it, or was it just a wick? Right, and that's what I'll look at. So in this case, on the 15th, that's just a wick. So I call that one. I call that two, and then I don't think it's going to be 3 up here. Maybe it is. I don't think so. I think it's more likely to be here based on what's happening right now in here, but we'll see. I'm kind of shooting for like a weird wonky looking Model 2 here, but the Model 2 only has to hit this OB. We didn't hit it yet. Like this big 15-minute block, even if it just nips the bottom of it at 79, 71, like that technically is sufficient enough. This line is sufficient enough, like for me. Like I don't care if it goes any higher than that, really. And I think the 3-minute block is actually higher up in there. Yeah, so like you know what, bro? I'll pretty much watch anywheres like this if we wake up again. But I wouldn't discount this either because I know how stupid they can be with front running things. I wouldn't even be surprised if they just do that. Just barely wick it, and that's your one. This is your. You can kind of have 2 models going on at once. I think you kind of have this distribution. There's your 1. There's your 2. There's your 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this is 1, this is 2, and this is and we're coming in for the 3 still. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't get lucky enough to get this one. It ends up being 3 here or something. I'm hoping it's up here because that means we get a juicy short. I think if we do get it, it's kind of like an upside down spring, right? So I think if we do get this move up, it's going to go like really aggressive sell off. I don't think it's going to be like, I don't think this would be the play like this. I think it's going to be like bang, bang. This is like not chaseable. You can't chase that thing if it happens the way I think it's going to happen.
I should have longed that, man. Should have longed. Should have longed. This weekend got me chopped up with the ridiculous moves. Like I'll show you what I did. So when I took that long, I did this. Let me turn this off. I seen this 30-second structure breaking this way, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. The second it broke, I marketed along right here. And then I had my stop kind of like just right around here. Like I didn't cover it all the way down here because I didn't think we had to come back to that after reclaiming the daily open. Anyway, so what happened was it pushed up in my favor. Cool, I like it. So as we were like, where's my replay tool at? Right here. As we were like here, I was like, why are they coming back here? I thought I was going to get smoked here. They didn't come back low enough to take me out, and I seen them reclaim again. I'm like, okay, well, because they already manipulated this structure point, they went higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, and then an immediate higher high. Very rarely should they ever have to come back to this point, which was my break even line. So I did this. Why would they have to come back for that? There's literally no reason to come back for that. That doesn't make any sense. That's like a unheard of thing. And then what do? They come right back for it for no apparent reason, just to come back to a 30-second, the tiniest order block known to mankind had to come back and get tagged. Like it's crazy, bro. You can't even make this up. You can't even make that up. Like look at that. Wow, I'm mind blown. I very rarely see this pattern here get taken out for the next higher high. Like when you see structure breaking in your favor and you get in a long or a short and you get this kind of thing where it does that and then immediately smashes up that way, this is now protected because it's a power of 3, right? This is an accumulation. This is a manipulation. This is your expansion. Why do you come back for the low of that manipulation if you just trap traders there? You don't. What does Asia do? They just don't care. So that's what they did, man. They came back, they took me out, they broke the rules of physics, and then they screwed me. They screwed me.
No lube.
So I got stopped on the line. Yeah, no lube on that one, man.
VWAP that dude, and look at the little curve we're making now that we could eat if we do bounce up, which I'm not gonna say we are, but what are you on the 1 minute? Ah, never mind. That curve don't look curvy enough, but it could be, you know.
I can make a curve.
There we go. That looks curvy.
Can you read between the lines, between the sticks?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they might do it right here.
Hey, how often do you notice those gaps getting filled on the lower time frames?
I don't even use this chart. I don't even know why I'm on it. Like this is stupid. Let's go to USDT. I just noticed that. I'm like, why am I even on this chart? That's so dumb.
What's wrong
There we
with your
go.
chart, man? Jeez.
Bro, that's 5. It's BTC USD. It's broken.
No way.
Literally broken, bro.
Is that why
Yeah,
there's so many
that's
gaps?
exactly what the golden pocket was.
If we go
Look
to
at them.
these nerds. I don't know, man. I've had
Thought they're gonna come for that, but they just missed it. The golden pocket nerds win, I guess.
bro. I think they're gonna.
Value low.
I think they're gonna screw all the shorters, man. I think that's what's gonna happen. All the people getting into
I mean,
quality
forget about
shorts.
this high.
Yeah,
Forget about this high. And this ID over here is looking more likely by the second.
yeah. What POC is that? That we're
That's just
rejecting?
this one.
Okay.
Man, like this is so funny. Like I can't even believe they actually let that hold right here without tapping the OB. That's not my fire detector, by the way, or smoke alarm. That's a bird.
No way. That is definitely.
Cool. It's a bird. I'm serious.
Bro, you want to send me this template, bro? Your new SMT template?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
How do I do it?
I don't know. I don't know. Not
Yeah,
right.
I'll figure it out.
Figure it out and let me know.
Yeah.
Bro, the 30
Now
second
watch
time
this.
frame is crack.
I'll come back with the asshole here, and I'll do this, and then this. Let's see if I do. If I do, I'll give it a try here. If I see something, I'll give it a try, but I don't know. You know, maybe you guys don't want to long if I'm longing because it seems like they like to they stop hunt me on the weekends. So
What's that
I never
band?
had that problem.
What is that? The VWAP band that you have?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Go to the first multiplier. Where was daily open today?
Right here.
Damn.
It's pretty clean looking, right? This template.
Yeah, it's super clean. I just know it's not yours because it's freaking gray.
You kind of made it together. We're trying to fit some things on here.
You still, man, I still remember Gio from the free chat, man. He used to be so. He's the dude who used to have the Wolf of Wall Street one, right? Like the Wolf of Wall Street
I
profile
think so.
picture. Yeah, man.
Think so.
He was
So
around
actually,
during the good
technically,
times.
you shorted the third band here when you shorted. I think.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you did.
That's why I took the trade, bro. I knew it was the third band, and I was just like, do it.
You actually look at those?
No, I did not do that.
Really, I don't like them that much, to be honest, bro. They every time you think it's gonna work, they don't work. The band.
It just keeps dropping lower and lower, and it's like, wait.
Time. It never fails, bro. Never fails.
Yeah.
I mean, it always fails. What am I saying? Never fails. It always fails.
Did you ever do the VWAP drive strategy?
No, it's
The opening drive that freaking Toros came out with it. Remember Toros? Luke?
yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he put out a
What
video.
that? It's open drive. Or like,
Yeah.
what is it?
I'll send you the video. It's kind of hard to explain. But I'll send.
Wait, how do you put your? Oh, okay, is it kind of just like this, like where you reclaim it one way and you short it as it's coming back under?
No, it's actually a break. Man, it's a break and a retest of it, depending on whichever way, and then you just trail your stop loss to where the VWAP is. Toro's crypto. Let me see if I can find it. VWAP drive.
A retest of it. Well, this one would have got you fucked because if you had along the break here, kind of like where I longed, it back tested here, or no, it even went right through it here. What am I saying?
No,
Yeah.
I got fucked by it by a lot, bro. Like that's why like it was cool. Like it's not very much risk, but it is like it does fail.
Did they actually run that long? They did too. Look at this, bro. You can't even make this up. They double dipped a golden pocket.
Did-
Oh man.
Equal lows, or do they sweep?
Yeah. Equal lows. Don't sweep them. Go higher. That seems to be the name.
We did it twice.
What
We
did
did
you-
it at the low, and then we did it at the 618 too.
I get after the bird there and mute myself. Yeah, they constantly do. They constantly do. So annoying, man. Let's go to the 30-second on the right-hand side, see what's going on here. What did ETH do? ETH held the breaker block, kinda. Kind of went below it a little bit. USDT is just stupid. Bro, I actually stopped caring about USDT lately. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's really only
It's
the same as Bitcoin.
Yeah.
No. But here's the thing. It has some advantages, I noticed, but it's not like super common to have them. The advantage that you may have on it is like sometimes you won't even see an order block on Bitcoin. There might be an order block right here on USDT that's not even on Bitcoin at all. And I see it often, actually, like not often, but I see it at least a few times a week where you have an OB on it. And then I'm like, well, what the hell did Bitcoin just get smacked down there from? And it happened to be an order block on USDT and not Bitcoin. So like I will look for those, but it's not like I said, you're not going to find one every day. It's not like an everyday thing. But I still like to see if it's diverging against Bitcoin or ETH. I find those are pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is just a range now to me. Like I'm just gonna trade. I wouldn't even draw this like a channel. I'd draw it like a range. So I'd get rid of this. I would draw it like this. Or basically past the. Oh, we can include the new. We could just extend it up now. Basically, looking to short anything up here. If I see a reason to, I'm shorting it. As long as ETH doesn't take out the high, then I'm going. I'm doing it. I'm hammering this. I want them to. The problem is if they smash it up aggressively, I don't really like those. I'd rather kind of like do this and then do this. I know this wasn't so bad. Your short area wasn't so bad because it had structure on the 32nd. You can't see it on the one very well, but on the 32nd, if you hadn't been paying attention here, you clearly have like higher high, higher low, higher high, and then at least a. It's not really a break here. It's more like over here. But you could have shorted the breakdown in live time and covered these highs here. Easy money, right? Quick 4% down. Something easy like that is what I would have done, but I didn't notice it until afterwards, unfortunately. One second, I gotta tell my wife to handle the. Crazy bird, crazy bird. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Huh. Now there's bearish OI. Here we go. Here we go. Flip flopping. I'll be honest, man. If the context doesn't make sense, these are the ones I don't take anymore. I learned not to take these ones anymore. The context maybe makes sense to go lower. Sure, you can always argue that. But for me, the fact that it could easily just do this 1, 2, 3, come up higher. I'm not doing that one. Nope. Watch it work. I don't care. I can't take it. Can't do it, Spartan, bro. Can't do it because those are the ones that keep messing me up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, add that to the fuckery,
Nah, tonight's been fuckery. Like I said, this is
bro.
the Asian Open madness, man.
Yeah, but I think I'll be honest, man. I find New York on Mondays is also bad. I hate Mondays. I find it's maybe that I mean, don't get me wrong. I got a few good trades on it, sure, but usually I hate trading the Monday Open, like with a passion. I find it's like a lot of the time they'll do like this, and then it's actually that way. You know what I mean? Like I don't like when they do that. It's frustrating. Take everybody out 15 times and then go the real direction. Um, it's okay if you're in and out scalping as long as you're being reasonable, I guess, with targets, but you don't want to get too committed to a target that's far away when you have New York opening, right? Hey, what's that? How'd you even find that video? Does this guy still make videos?
Nah,
Toros?
he's pretty much he's still a little active. I've seen him post stuff in his group and stuff because I'm still part of his Discord, I think.
Isn't he a good trader though?
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. Freaking, he's one of the chart champion guys, man. He's like K-Pax, you know?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why Joe Pippin recommended because there was some like internal drama going on and freaking
Oh,
yeah, because he was giving away content for free, you know? So, what's his name? Daniel got pissed, kicked him out, and
yeah.
then that's why Joe Pip was like supporting Toros and got everybody into his Discord and then just left.
I'm trying to understand that example that he's showing. See, on the daily open. Yeah, I don't find they work very often because I find what Asia does on those opens is they kind of do like I call it the gauge and VWAP flip. They didn't do one tonight though because it was like back and forth, back and forth. But I find let's see if we can find one right quick while we're waiting for this to do something here. Poke Bitcoin with a stick and tell it to do something. I guess that bear show I did worked out pretty good so far.
Just look for
There's been too many ones.
the VWAP.
I've
shifts.
seen like yeah, but it has to be on a daily open, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the beginning
Yeah.
of the drive.
Where's that? What time is it? On my screen. That is 1900. Okay, where's 1900? Right here? That barely moved. Yeah, that one barely moved. Okay, so what that's telling me is what if you're right above it though? Like what if you open above it? Like and you claim it in one candle?
I
Like
think that's what he says. You wait for a purge, and then once you get back, you purge either way, and then once you get back above it or back below
this
it.
is technically what he means here down to here. No?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah.
See, I don't find that. I mean, yeah, you can make money if you're quick, but you're as long as you throw your stop to break even quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I find, first of all, if I seen 3 wicks on it on the 32nd, I probably would have got more nervous. I like it's when it's just a clean like one wicker. But like what they like to do often in Asia, they like to do this: close above it one way, close above below it one way, and then they get back above it again, and that's usually the real direction for that session. But I don't know if they did that here. No, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. They ended up flip flopping all night long. But like if we go back to the next one, this is actually a weekend, right? That doesn't really count. But let's go to Thursday. Where's Thursday's open at? Let's see if they did it Thursday. Why is my VWAP gone? Oh wow, that's like way down here.
Yeah, because we pumped.
Yeah, was that Thursday night? Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
Not really. I mean, this one would have got you Rex if you had a. Oh, that's so low.
nah, nah. You have
Yeah, that one.
no. You have a tap. Look, go a little bit higher. Keep going higher. Not that one.
Right here?
Nope. Yep. When we broke underneath it, and then we retested it.
Yeah, but you broke. Oh, you mean you break it one way? Yeah, you could argue that. Sure.
But again,
I don't think
me personally,
I would
like
never.
I stopped trading it exactly because of what you said. Like you have to be super quick with it, and a lot of times, like it does flip flop. But you got to understand that video was like 4 years ago, so it's probably not operating the same way it did back then. Like back, honestly, I never found great success with it, but I remember seeing it and being like, okay, I see the validity of it a little bit. There's one right there, but that would have been tough because what are you doing? Are you gonna long or short? You know?
Well, I guess you would have done this, I suppose, based on what that video says, and you would have just barely survived it.
No.
I
But
mean, assuming that you didn't close it and panic here,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
But if you had to try this one, I mean, I guess if you're just looking to scalp, it's okay, like just in and out. But
That's crackhead
what
trading,
do
in
they
my
do here?
opinion.
Above. Sometimes they do it 4 ways, like this. So you go that way, back to that way, back to that way, back to that way, back to the original way, back up again.
No, that honestly, I'm not a fan of the VWAP, bro. I know a lot of people trade it,
I
but
don't trade it to the dollar. I
I
never trade it to the dollar like that. I find Boyan likes to do that. I never do that. I find it's terrible that way. See what I usually look for. First of all, let's like in this case I would have longed it. I'll show you why. Because if I'm looking at this from an order flow, like if I just have what I fit on my screen, I'm looking at this and saying, okay, we got a swing high up here that we haven't touched yet. It came down. We formed a swing low. Price try to confirm the range. I usually want a 50% retracement to confirm a range. So I draw this like this. That's not quite 50%. So I would have been like, it's not quite a range, but it could still be one. And I wouldn't have, like, I would still have that idea in the back burner. And then I see this 1, 2, 3. You could also say 1, 2, and 3, which looks more proper, actually. Technically, this is the better one. So it's rounding to do what? It's rounding to complete this as a range. So if I had that logic kind of established before I even thought of a VWAP, which I would have, and I've seen this accumulation here, which I would have, and I'm like, okay, you have this going on, order block mitigation, sweep of this low, immediately your daily opens and you're kind of lingering below it, and then you get this V-shaped recovery right above it. I would long that a million times out of a million times, just like this. I wouldn't even cover the low. I wouldn't even cover the low. I would go like this, probably like 2 of those candles tops, and I'd be making gazillions off that. That's an easy trade for me, but the context makes sense. That's a beautiful trade, actually. Like over here, let's see what the next age open looks like again. Let me turn the view up off so I don't cheat it. We'll go to the next one, actually. Where's 1800? Because I've kind of seen that one. Friday. This is not even a market open, though. Thursday. Oh, no, I've already seen that one.
These are about
Let's
to
go
be-
back further. All right, let's go back to Monday, I guess. 1800. Where's it at? 1800, 1800, 1800. Is it 1900 or 1800? 1900. Right here. I think it's 1900. All right, so like this one here. Yeah, I mean, like clearly it's trying to distribute. I would have seen that range. And then I would have said to myself, I think this is the exact same thing again. Yeah, it is. You're crunching below VWAP. You know that you have a return zone back above. You have 2 taps, not 3. You know, it could also be a power of 3. You're crunching below VWAP. You don't just anticipate the pump. Right? You're coming into this demand down here. The little tiny order block that was left right here. You can see the two black candles over here on the left. Mitigates those order blocks. Flip structure back up. Big engulfing candle. Long it and cover the engulfing candle. Boom. Boom. Target the high. Easy trade. Simple trade. But the context has to be there. Yeah, I guess you could do it with context. Now where are we? Let's try one more for fun. It's just not even gonna bother. Like, you know what? Let's try this. Can I even go back any further? Maybe not. 1900. Why can't I go back further on the 32nd? It's weird. Let's go back to like way up here. All right, let's go. Replay tool. Where you at? Replay tool. I don't know. Let's go. Wednesday 1900 right there. So VWAP would have opened up, I think, right now. Is that the daily open? Yeah, there's your daily open. This one's a little harder to do because it kind of looks like you already swept liquidity both directions, but you have like that kind of like bigger spike up. You're not VWAP's not near a low either. I don't know with this one. I don't think I would have traded this one like that. What do you have here? Just a range. Let's see how it progresses. I don't know if I would have traded this VWAP. You see what it does right away. I wouldn't have taken a trade yet off it. If I seen it break above, I think I'd try along. But oh no, it failed the accumulation. I seen this 1, 2, 3. If I had it broke up right here, I would have longed that with the stop rate below here. But because it failed, that's not a good sign. This would be like where I actually look to like manipulate above it. It could be along here, but I don't want it now because it didn't quite take this low over here. And it had more than 3 taps here, so I wouldn't have longed this one. If I miss out, I miss out. I'd have to see a continuation. This actually looks kind of more bearish than bullish. If I seen that low, yeah, that looks more bearish than bullish. So now I'd actually look to trail down on VWAP. Like if I seen it back testing up, I'd probably try how come my short button's gone? Something like this maybe. Might not be a winner, but we'll see. Something like that maybe. See what we have over here on the left. Target that. Safer bet would be this. But I'd take it just like this anyway. Fuck it. Let's see. Yeah. This is where I'd already probably do this now. I'd de-risk I'd take half the risk off on this. If it didn't break down soon, I'd throw my stop to break even. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, we're yeah, now it'd be a break even. Yeah, that's a winner. That's definitely a winning trade. Fuck, I'd short it again if I seen this. Comes up again towards VWAP here. If I'm already in the money now, I can afford a loss. I'll try that. Oh. Yeah, we might get stopped on that one. Yeah, got stopped out on that one. That's okay. So I took an L, still in the same original win. It's rejecting alpha, but it's not breaking anything. Okay, this is nice structure. This is the kind of structure I look for, right? It's curling up like this, and it's barely making higher highs. You see that? So if we took this high out here, or rejected off this OB, and then we actually started breaking down here, I'd short that no problem. I might play this through too quick, though. Let's see. Taking way too long to break, though. Oh, that's looking better. I'd short that again. I'd give it a try. Maybe see if it's a loss. I'm just trying to do VWAP only, really. Let's see if it's a loss. Or waiting for Bitcoin to hit one of my alerts. Oh, it's a loss. Okay. But I'll be real. You should have had your B stop loss to be on that one by now. Okay, we'll call it a loss, though. Still in the original one. This is sketchy because that's a V-shaped return. S&P to high. I don't like when they do that, but I'd watch for another rejection. If this was VWAP based, you're kind of like above it here, above it here. This is like, you can't trade VWAP on its own, right? There's no way to. There's no way to trade it on its own. I mean, I'm sure you could, but you're not going to have a high win rate. Because some people would long that, right? Many people did. Many people long that right here. Same with right here. I don't know why it had to come back up like that, though, because you already purged the high. Breaking down structure again. Let's see if it comes back to view up again. Let's go to, yeah, I'm going to go to 2 minute because that's too laggy. Too slow. Who's messaging me? Bullish OI. We have bullish OI here? Maybe so. Let me check this right quick. No, this one right quick. No, this one. Oh my god, they're all the same. Okay. Yeah. Still within the range, okay. Yeah, I think if I was trading VWAP, I would have to have, this isn't really on the daily open, but like it just goes to show you, like, you can't treat it like an actual support and resistance level only. It's better, from my experience, it's better, and why I was more willing to take the short here is because we trended away from it so aggressively. You see how it's all of a sudden it's like moving down in aggressive fashion, and I've seen some wicks on it here. That's like, I'm more willing to take a trade based on that. It doesn't have to hit it. Like, I'm following RIMC structure here. And that's why I was willing to take a trade. Like, as I seen this breaking down right here, I'm like, okay, I'll take this short and I'll cover up here in a stop loss. But like when it's flat lines like this and you're lingering on it, I don't like VWAP in those situations. Now, if you haven't seen it in a while now, sure. And it might actually work kind of like this. And I'm not saying it won't, but here's the thing. It's flat lined. Like, it's doing this. I like it when it's doing this. Especially when you do this with it for a while and prices below it, and then all of a sudden you get a spike into it, even if it breaks structure to get into it, and it starts pulling back, those often are good shorts, from my experience. In fact, we can probably test that really quick. Let's see. The last few days. Let's go to 5 minute, cancel the replay. Yeah, here's an example of it. I mean, I guess it's not a perfect example, but you see how it's aggressive down here? It's not flat lined. It's starting to push down again here, but you haven't seen it in a few hours. This would have been a good short. Like, you haven't seen it in a total of 3 hours and 40 minutes. Price comes back into it. What does price do to get back into it? SFP structure. It doesn't quite break it on the 5. It just SFPs. Probably breaks lower time frame structure down here, whatever. This is a good one. That's an excellent short. Wicked short, actually. Even this one here is good. This is a good one because you haven't seen it in a long time. It's trending down for a very long amount of time. Between here and here is what, 4 hours? That's what I want, right? It's moving down and not flat. You wick into it. It doesn't matter that it broke structure to get into it. I know it broke structure here. I'm not saying it's going to make a lower low, but it's a scalp, right? Easy scalp. In fact, if you had to short that on the 1, let's see what it looks like. How could you have entered this? My alert went off as I'm doing this. Okay. My God, I can't miss this trade. There's a short up here. I'm not missing it. So I'm going to put some alerts up here real quick. All right. Let's go back over here very quickly. Yeah. So what are you back?
right here, I guess there's no structure to short, maybe 30-second structure. No 30-second structure. So what you're going to have to use here is you're going to use common sense. What do you want to see? Well, you definitely want to see a selling candle come in. You definitely want to see a wick of some kind. I wouldn't even use the 1 minute candles here. Okay. What does the 2 minute candle look like? Well, you got a big selling wick. You don't really have it engulfing until way later. So if I was to enter a trade on that, I probably wouldn't have got in until like this bullish candle was, this engulfing candle was being engulfed back in live time. So I probably would have tried it like down here. I would have covered at least this wick right here. Then I would have targeted, I would have tried to hit all the way down is what I would have done. But then I would have probably gotten my ass whooped. Oh, it wicked me out. Yeah, way sooner. Yeah, structure broke back up. That's right. Played it way too quick. So right here would have been the break even point for me. Because you
Where's
have,
that from?
why would that flip back up on you? I'm just trying to show people how you can just trade VWAP, but I don't trade VWAP the way he does. Like, it doesn't have to be a daily open. Like, I'll look at it.
That's
What I was
just a
saying.
strategy, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do though, you see how it's VWAP's moving down. You don't touch it in 4 hours, but it's moving down the whole time. And when it's not going like this flat. I don't want it flat like this. I want it moving down a little bit or moving up. The better, the steeper, the better. The steeper, the better. And you come back into it and you got a reason to take it. I take it, right? Now I don't know what happens here. Let's see. Oh yeah, it rejects again. So now you could have shorted it again right on this engulfing candle, right? So you could have went like this, covered that high, put your stop to break even like almost immediately. That's what I would have done. So now my stop would be at break even. Free trade. I'd already have half of the trade out on that wick right here. Then I'd try to target the rest down here to see if it hits. Yeah, probably no. Broke back on us. You would have hit probably 2 or 3 TPs of that trade, 2 of them at least. But that's my favorite thing, man. I love when you get like this kind of crap on VWAP. I never ever trade it. I don't even look at VWAP during this shit. Not worth the time. But as soon as we start grinding away from it, that's when I start paying attention to it because those are such easy trades. Like we didn't even get a touch that day. Let's see. Oh yeah, like right here, bro. This is a good one. Kind of not as good in terms of time, but it's starting to finally move down, right? And you can see price taking a deep dive. So now you're starting to move way away from it. Then you come back into it. Look at that touch. If you had to cover that high, you would have been like catching the actual top of that big move down. You have $18,000 dump in your favor if you had held it as a swing trade. Yeah, those are the juicy ones. Look at this one here. That's a nice to the dollar touch. What does price do? It pushes far away from it for a while, right? Now this one's kind of flatlined. I don't like it as much, but price moves far away. That's another thing I watch. Price is moving very, very far away. So if it's flatline, it's not so bad if price is moving far away. In this case, it dips down quite aggressively, traps shorts down here into accumulation. Price comes up to it. It's close enough. I would have taken a short on that one. And then what do? You blast right through it. Okay. And then you kind of like reversed the position because you broke this distribution here, this little mini distro. Now that distro is a breaker distro. And now it holds as demand. I actually do like those. But anyway, I'll get back to where we are now. A little VWAP lesson, I guess. Cancel a replay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to stop trading tonight. Unless we hit this high. It's the only thing I'm interested in is this. And I'll look for this. So I'll short up here. Now, I'm not saying to put the stop here because it could go all the way up to here for all we know. This could be a swing short, though.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for longs down here. I don't really know how I feel about longs down here yet. I'd have to reassess it. I'd actually kind of rather the long be right here. Because then you break bullish OI again to get down there, right? So if we make a lower low, I'll look for this. You could also look for the long down there. Let me just push this all over. I don't like it as much, though. I think if we break down from this low, it's probably starting to dump. Be honest, bro. I think so. But here's the trades that I'm watching. And of course, I'm watching up here as well. If we end up here again, obviously I'm looking for shorts up around like 72.5 to 73-ish. And that could be another tap of a distro. I'll make that one a little bigger. I'll share this for people to see it. Let me just click these off. Basically, these are my trade ideas. And what I'm thinking is like 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. And I'll just share these. It's not. Listen, this is what you're getting. This is what you guys get. I'm not making it fancy, schmancy. Right. Basic ideas from stream. Let's see. Wow. I win. That's hilarious, bro. I won. Finally win during Asia session. Not one person seen the chat. Okay.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Everybody's asleep. Look, I won.
Did you re-up on eggs, by the way? Bro, I hit up
Yeah.
T. I hit up T the other day, and I'm like, "Hey T, how you doing?" And then I sent her this GIF, uh, and she immediately knew what I was asking for.
How do you spell home ec?
Home
I know how to spell home ec. Is it ec like EC?
Yeah, but I don't teach home ec, bro. I teach culinary. There's a big difference. Home ec teaches sewing and all that, and
You just told me the other day. Big Fred wins.
then give him 20
But
eggs,
at least
man.
trying to. And we'll send it to Big Flacco, whoever he is.
What?
I don't know. There's a guy named Big Flacco.
Don't try and church it up, dirt. What is that even? Man, you guys are crackheads.
Oh, no. Just because like you're in second place, I'll tip you 10 eggs because no one else is paying attention right now. So I will give you 10 eggs for being a participant. Jason Fake BTC with your fake Bitcoin.
You see the picture that Jay made? The Absolute Cinema. He
Yeah.
did that for Juice World.
What do you mean?
Because Juice World always puts the Juice World freaking Absolute Cinema picture. And then he asked Jay to do it, and Jay actually took the picture. That's a real picture. That's not AI.
Really?
No, that's AI. I don't know, bro. I'm tired. Look, we've been streaming for what, 2 hours?
Big Elephant. I'm tired, man. I called him Big Elephant. Oh, okay, you know what? That's it. I'll give you one egg because
Now they're all just being
you're an egg.
crackheads.
He's such an egg hoarder, that fella, man. He has like a bazillion eggs.
We've been streaming for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
Bitcoin
bro.
sucks. I'm pulling the rug on it.
Yeah.
I'm pulling the rug on it. That's it.
All right. All right. Fine. All right, guys. Eggs for everyone. Eggs for everyone.
I can't even spell your name, Infinite, bro. You have it like impossible to spell. Okay, wait now. Then I'll give you guys an egg. Look. There's an egg of participation, okay? Egg of participation, guys. Egg of participation.
Can I get a couple eggs, bro?
Bro, you have to start typing names in because I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah. Then stop giving them out.
Well, I got only like 20 left, so.
Give out all 20 to one person. First person. All right.
All right, let's do a little challenge. One egg's not going to get you much in life anyway, so. Okay, winner takes all. Ready?
Oh man.
I'm going to message something to start. All right, let's, give me 2 seconds. I got to think right quick. Okay, wait now.
Hold on.
Did you message me
People are
something?
gonna Google. No, I know. My God, here we go. There goes the pump, bro. They. I can't believe they held that bullish OI in the GP. That is actually hilarious. Did they actually do that though? That's so sad, man.
That is
Is it? It's so sad.
sadder that I got stopped out. Damn.
I bet you. Oh man. Oh no, my indicator is not working. Okay, actually, ETH might actually take the high. Holy shit.
As in, no more
I mean, as in
SMT.
the SM might not be an SMT in just about a second here. What do you think? Give us a signal.
Yes. The signal is yes.
Can't believe that they held that, bro. That's insane. That's actually insane. Um, well, like, what are you even short? Like a little rejection? All right, here. I got the. I'm gonna send it to you. Here's the answer. I don't know if anybody's gonna guess this, bro. You think anybody will get that?
Maybe. I don't even know what you. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, bud. Give me 1 second. I'm texting somebody. Pepperoni's texting me.
Pepperoni. You are smoking. That's smoking pepperoni, bro.
Yeah,
You
man.
smoking those pepperoni sticks.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So you messaged me something?
Read it. Read
So
it.
you message
You didn't message me shit.
I sent you a picture.
Oh, okay.
You,
Yeah.
like,
That's
privately.
do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right. All right. Rooster lays an egg on the peak of a roof. Which way does it roll?
Y'all are stupid. All right, YOLO won it.
Ah, YOLO got it.
Ah, but Jason,
Yeah.
Jason was close, man, because he was the first one to say it doesn't, but he didn't explain.
A rooster, guys. A rooster. A rooster doesn't lay an egg.
Jeez, maybe he's
Where he get that egg?
a maybe he's a trans rooster, you
Oh,
know. All
yeah.
right,
All right. I'm going to bed.
all right. Wait. I have for 100 eggs. I have 400 eggs left, so I'm gonna do 100 eggs right now. All right. So, guys, everybody, for 100 eggs, if you don't, got him. Peace.